wish that you would tumble back to me. But God, we were so alive. I was a kid on a carnival ride, holding my breath till the moment when you were gonna leave me too soon. But I'd do it all over, 'cause damn, it was good knowing you. Knowing you're still a tumbleweed, I only wish that you would tumble back to me. 'Cause God, we were so alive. I was a kid on a carnival ride, holding my breath till the moment when you were gonna leave me too soon. I'd do it all over, 'cause damn, it was good. I'd do it all over, 'cause damn, it was good knowing you.
And Harley brought by a big sack of swampy stuff. So I knew I had that left.
The freshest, hottest country. From Fort Cobb to Fletcher. New Country 98.5.
I hope she makes you smile. The way you made me smile. On the other end of a phone, in the middle of a highway, driving alone. Oh baby, I hope you hear a song that makes you sing along and get you thinking about her. Then the last 7 miles turn into a blur. Yeah. I hope you both feel the sparks by the end of the drive. I hope you know she's the one by the end of the night. I hope you never ever felt more free. Tell your friends that you're so happy. I hope she comes along and wrecks every one of your plans. I hope you spend your last time to put a rock on her hand. I hope she's wilder than your wildest dreams. She's everything you're ever gonna need. And then I hope she cheats like you did on me. And then I hope she cheats like you did on me. Yeah, babe, I hope she shows up in a 2 a.m. pic from a friend, hanging on to a guy. You just ain't him. I hope you stay up all night, all alone, waiting by the phone. And then she calls, and baby, I hope you work it out. Forgiving just about, forget, and take her on a first date again. And when you're late for a kiss, I hope you both feel the sparks by the end of the drive. I hope you know she's the one by the end of the night. I hope you never ever felt more free. Tell your friends that you're so happy. I hope she comes along and wrecks every one of your plans. I hope you spend your last time to put a rock on her hand. I hope she's wilder than your wildest dreams. She's everything you're ever gonna need. And then I hope she cheats like you did on me. And then I hope she cheats like you did on me. I hope a girl's comes all the way around. I hope she makes you feel the same way about her that I feel about you right now. I hope you both feel the sparks by the end of the drive. I hope you know she's the one by the end of the night. I hope you never ever felt more free. Tell your friends that you're so happy. I hope she comes along and wrecks every one of your plans. I hope you spend your last time to put a rock on her hand. I hope she's wilder than your wildest dreams. She's everything you're ever gonna need. And then I hope she cheats
Turn it up and sing along. Welcome to New Country 98.5.
Roosevelt Road was too rough for my old truck. Yeah, she's shaking, she's shimmy like Elvis singing all sugar. But you can't blame a boy for going driving like he stole it fast. If you win the down brown hair, road, look at me like that. Turned up radio, but the static was heavy. Couldn't make out any words, but take it to the levee. That look on your face was full of wild desire. I soak in my soul in gas and setting my heart on fire. Heart on fire. Heart on fire. Don't have a single second thought, it doesn't have you in it. Feel those flames again, I'd go back. Ooh, you're a minute. You're a minute. I miss the freedom of your dancing on the power of your daddy's old boat. When my spirit starts sinking and let you always make it flow. We weren't old enough to drink, but we damn sure did. I have time about to singing Paradise City. And look on your face was full of young desire. Soaking my soul in gas and setting my heart on fire. Heart on fire. Roosevelt Road was too much for my old truck. Yeah, she's shaking, she's shimmy like Elvis singing all sugar. Heart on fire. Heart on fire. Heart on fire.
They play all the music I love. They play all the music I love.
New Country 98.5. The only place for today's most New Country hits. New Country 98.5.
Sunset through a windshield, I can see it now like a picture in a frame. Blue that's who we were. We wore it like a name. I wish I could go back to those days when the town was the whole world and love was the girl next door. Soundtrack with a song in the dark. I miss those days when our dreams were there for chasing. The time was better wasted. We were summer young and living for a Friday, and freedom was a highway. Freedom was a highway. Barbed wire on a fence post with a cross
This Pierre.
Yeah.
How you doing there, Pierre?
All right.
There's just thought I'd let you know there's 6 minutes on the pregame clock. They'll probably have the national anthem, I suppose.
Scheduled for 6:24.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Hey, want to win free stuff? Register online at newcountry985.com.
What if I told you about my little nothing town? The two-room house where I came from. The man that I got my name from. I don't even know where he is now. What if I told you sometimes I lose my faith? I wonder why someone like you would even talk to me. What if I told you there's no fixing me? 'Cause every block I've already tried. Would you stay? Would you leave? I could wait. It'll all come out eventually. If I told you all the stupid things I've done, I blamed on me. Any other I was old enough to know. I know if I told you the mess that I can be when there's no one there to see, could you look the other way? Could you love me anyway? What if I told you I don't plan on staying here? My dreams are 1,000,000 miles away, and I know your family's gonna want you to stay. You know what? I don't blame them. So I'll say what I don't want to, and I'll just.
You hear me? Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
2A, yeah, 2A bracket. Those 2A pairings still weren't out today. They had 6A, 5A out, but
2A wasn't out.
2A, 3, and 4A weren't out yet.
Probably. Too many teams to worry about, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Doesn't
I
take
don't-
long to do 6A.
No. Yeah, everybody makes it.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty neat.
Oh, 73. That's been in there for a year.
How about that?
How about fairways, greens, putts, distance? I kept it.
That's good. Putted well, didn't you? 30
I
putts?
don't know.
60
Yeah.
seconds.
Did,
Yeah, 1190. July of 90.
there's that.
Number 16's that one, yeah.
You didn't hit in that, I guess.
No, I'd have still been there.
Did you lay a ball in there and see if you could get out?
No, I didn't go down in there.
I saw a video of Arnold Palmer trying to get out of it
Oh, yeah?
yesterday, and it took him about 4 tries. he was past his prime.
Yeah.
Good evening, folks. Don Tyson, Kim Kroll, coming to you from the Anadarko Warrior Fieldhouse, campus of Anadarko High School. We've made it to the finals for the 2022 Caddo County Basketball Tournament. We should have 2 dandies for you tonight. First ball game will be the girls' championship game. Number 1 seeded Lokiba Sickles Lady Panthers, the defending champion of the tournament, taking on the surreal Lady Pirates. What should be an outstanding ball game, and that will be followed by the boys' contest. Number 1 seeded Mountain View Gotebo Tigers taking on the Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs, and 2 teams that are both ranked in the top 10 in Class B basketball. So in the girls' contest, we've got a Class A and a Class B school, but in Mountain View and Fort Cobb instance, those teams could be playing in the state tournament here first weekend of March. Both teams are good enough to do that, I think.
Very well could be doing that. And, you know, in the county tournament, these two girls teams that are playing, 5 out of the last 6 years, one of them has been county champion.
Yeah,
So this year it's going to be 6 out of 7.
Right.
That's either been Sorrel or Lokiba Sickles.
They've been pretty dominant in Caddo County, as you mentioned, the last 7 or 8 years. As the Oklahoma plays over the loudspeakers here in Anadarko, all the fans rising and clapping along with the song, and I'm sure immediately after this we'll have the playing of our national anthem. I'm sure we'll keep it here for all of the festivities in the pregame and for the championship games. Might give you a moment while we have a braille. Yeah, we might have enough time. In the third place game today, we had a couple of dandies. Bingeroni defeated Fort Cobb girls 36-35. In the boys' third place game, Sorrel came from behind to defeat Carnegie 56-55 in the last few seconds of the game. So we had 2 one-point game today in the third place contest.
And the odd thing about both of them was the winning team never led till the last possession.
Exactly. A lot of drama today. We're going to pause for our national anthem. The Sorrel Lady Pirates will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. And they are in their road blue uniforms. We will have their introduction of their starters. They start at 4 by freshman number 4, Hadley Gibson. Had an outstanding tournament so far. Senior number 10, Paige Miller. A junior number 13, Skyly Thompson. Senior number 14, Lexi McLemore. And a senior number 22, Cheyenne Snyder. The Lady Pirates are coached by Mr. Shane McLemore. They are a Class A ball club ranked number 10 in the state. Number 2 seed here in the tournament with a record of 13 wins and 2 losses. For the Lokiba Sickles Lady Panthers, the home team on the scoreboard, wearing their home white uniforms. They start a senior number 14, Mallory Brown, a sophomore number 15, Ellie Willard, a junior number 22, Abby Machaney, a senior number 23, Allie Harvey, and a sophomore number 25, Maddie Barger. The Lady Panthers are coached by Mr. Lance Scales, and they are a Class B ball club ranked number 4 in the state with a record of 15 wins and 1 loss. They defeated Apache in the first round 74-15. Fort Cobb Broxton yesterday 48-36 in the semifinals. Sorrel defeated Hinton the first round 67-19. And yesterday in the semifinals, they defeated Bingeroni 51-30. We're about set to go. Kim, buckle up. Ready for a good one?
Yep, 26 games down and 2 to go, and this is what they all play for.
There you go.
The big trophy tonight.
Lokiba Sickles Lady Panthers in their home whites will be going right to left on your radio dial. Machaney jumping center against Skyly Thompson. And the tap is controlled by the Lady Pirates. And Lexi McLemore brings it into the front court first for the Lady Pirates. Lokiba Sickles comes out in a man-to-man defense. Paige Miller dribbles to her left, off to McLemore, right side of the lane, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul right off the bat on number 15, Ellie Willard. And it'll be Surreal's basketball on the baseline. Inbounding will be Paige Miller into McLemore, right wing three, good. Lexi McLemore starts the scoring as she drains the right wing three. Now the Panthers on the attack. That's Harvey holding. Quickly into Barger, back to Harvey. Penetrates in the paint. Left-handed scoop shot's no good, but she's going to pick up a foul as well, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Kind of got up a little gingerly there as she hit the deck. And the foul is charged to Skylie Thompson, her first personal.
It was kind of a determined drive to the basket. Went right to the lane. You looked like she was destined to get to the goal, and she almost did, but at least drew the foul.
Makes her first free throw. And she'll have one more. She canned them both, 3-2. Pirates on top. No pressure in the backcourt for the Panthers right now. McLemore now into the front court for the Pirates. Lokiba Sickles sets up in that man-to-man defense. Drive to the right by Gibson, and she crashes into Mashaney, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Hadley Gibson, as she made a determined drive as well, but good defensive position by Mashaney, and she picks up the charge. That's the two trips down the floor, and we have two fouls on the Pirates, Lady Pirates. We've played about a minute. Surreal on top, 3-2. Willard dribbles to her right, leaves it to Harvey. Back to Willard, right wing three on the way, skips across the rim, and the Pirates get the rebound. Lexi Thompson tracks down the loose ball, off to McLemore, quickly into the front court, up ahead to Cheyenne Snyder, left wing three, good! Cheyenne Snyder, as the Pirates are 2 for 2 from the three-point line, and they take an early 6-2 lead. Willard to her right, McLemore on her all the way to the baseline, shot no good. Rebound controlled by Hadley Gibson. Long pass up ahead to Cheyenne Snyder, intercepted by Harvey. She's racing it down the center of the floor. Bounce pass over to Mallory Brown, and there's going to be a hand check on Hadley Gibson. And that's two early fouls on Hadley, as she had both hands on the waist of Harvey. Inbounding the Panthers right in front of the basket to Mashaney, and she's going to be called for traveling as she gathered the pass and then tried to make a move.
Trying to get settled into the scheme of things. It's like a couple of, fouls and turnovers, and they'll get going here in just a minute.
Pretty big crowd on hand. It's always a big night for the Caddo County Finals. A lot of nerves, I'm sure, for these young ladies. They don't often show it, but bound to be a few butterflies in her stomach. McLemore over to Kenna McLemore. Back out to Lexi. Three-pointer, right wing, no good this time. And a rebound is taken by Ellie Willard of the Lokiba Sickles. Down the center of the floor with the left hand. Hands it off to Barger. Out front, Mallory Brown tries to get it into Mashaney and does. Turnaround shot, left-hander off the glass, no good. Over Thompson. And a rebound controlled by the Lady Pirates. That's Kenna McLemore quickly up the floor. Three-pointer by Paige Miller, no good. Maddie Barger with a rebound, and Skylie Thompson fouled her.
It's her second. Surreal's got 4 fouls, and 2 players have 2.
Thompson's going to be replaced by Corinne Morton. Morton's done a good job off the bench the games I've watched. Lokiba's basketball. 5:33 opening period. Mallory Brown has it just across the timeline to Barger. There's Mashaney, left wing three, no good. Mallory Brown high for the rebound. That 15-foot free throw jumper, no good by Willard. Barger has a putback, no good, and she's going to be fouled by Morton. A lot of early fouls here for the Lady Pirates as Barger was knocked to the floor. And Barger will be at the line for her first attempt. And the sophomore drains it. 6-3 our score. Surreal on top. Make it 6-4. All 4 points for the Lady Panthers coming from the free throw line. Pressure now in the backcourt by the Lady Panthers. McLemore, that's Kenna, dribbles through it with ease. Now off to Lexi McLemore, way out at the center line. Left-handed dribble down the middle of the lane. Right-handed layup's no good. Mahaney high for the rebound. Crossover into the front court. 3-on-2. Mahaney, spin move, and they call her for traveling. That's 2 times Mahaney's had the ball and traveling both occasions. Still trying to get her feet under her. Pressure in the backcourt once again by Lokiba Sickles. Right side to go to Lexi McLemore, and there's going to be a foul on the Panthers. 14, Mallory Brown. A lot of early fouls here, Kim, calling it pretty tight.
Yep, there are. Well, there's a lot of action, and they're not really established in position. They're kind of getting there and reaching in, and that's where they're drawing the foul.
Lexi McLemore into the front court, guarded by Mallory Brown. Long cross-court pass is intercepted by Allie Harvey. Here she comes down, racing by McLemore. Layup good. Allie Harvey ties the score at 6. Those long passes are not very effective. There's another one almost intercepted by Harvey at the center line, but Kenna McLemore is able to retrieve it. Dribbles in the paint. Shot no good. Morton with the rebound, and she's going to be fouled on the putback attempt. And the foul is going to be charged to Maddie Barger, the first, and Corinne Martin, sophomore for the Lady Pirates. First free throw is a little hard off the back iron. And she'll have one more attempt. They were in the lane pretty early, Surreal was, and so that didn't go in anyway, but lane violation. Turned over to the Lady Panthers in a tie ball game, 6-6. Halfway through the first period. Ellie Willard over to Mallory Brown. Dumps it in the paint to Mahaney. Now out to Harvey. Goes through the lane, and they're going to call her for traveling. A lot of turnovers here for the Lady Panthers to start the ball game. 2-2-1 press in the backcourt. And there's a pass up ahead, out of bounds. Yeah.
It's not a lot of pressure, but it's enough to really give Surreal fits.
That pass almost hit the rim, it looked like, when they were passing it cross court a moment ago.
Yeah.
Turned over to the Lady Panthers. Ellie Willard crosses in front court, picked up by Lexi McLemore. She'll drive all the way to the rim. She's bumped by Morton. And Willard will go to the line to shoot 2. And that will be 2 fouls on Morton. But Lady Pirates have 16 fouls, and 3 girls have 2 apiece. And a free throw is good by Willard. And checking in for the Lady Pirates, replacing Cheyenne Snyder, is Janessa Thompson. Lokiba with their first lead, 7-6. They're 6 for 6 from the free throw line, and they take a lead, 8-6. Once again, pressure in the backcourt. Kenna McLemore up ahead to Morton, over to Lexi. Three-pointer won't go. Ball is loose, tracked down by Kenna McLemore, bounces over to Paige Miller. Now out front to Lexi McLemore. Mallory Brown crowding her. Number 14 against 14. Bounce pass to Morton, who got great position. Her shot's no good, but she's fouled as Morton had them sealed. And the foul is going to be on number 22, Allie Harvey.
No, Mahaney.
Mahaney, I'm sorry. I get those two confused for some reason.
We're throwing out a lot of names and numbers. That's easy to do. She banked that one in, but it still counts as a maiden. She didn't call back, did she?
Well, you know, I kind of thought I
Maybe.
could read her lips. I thought
Okay.
she did. She'll have another one. Same shot. This time it's no good. And the ball is tracked down by the Lady Panthers, and Barger will bring it into the front court. Lobs it down low to Mallory Brown. Splits the defenders. Left-handed shot goes out of bounds. So I think she was kind of waiting on a foul call there, and no one fouled her. And the ball just sailed out of bounds. So
yes,
Lady
many
Pirates.
times you get used to every time there's contact or any kind of thing they call a foul. It's hard to get away with a good block.
Yeah.
Or
long pass into the front court goes through the hands of McLemore into the hands of Barger. Panthers now with the basketball. Barger, top of the key. Three-pointer, no good. Tipped over to Harvey, and her shot's no good, but she's fouled as it was a loose ball on the rebound attempt, and it went right to Harvey, and she'll be at the line shooting 2.
Janessa Thompson picks up her first foul. That's the 7th team foul, so we're going to be a bonus situation from here on for Lookeba Sickles, and there's 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
That's their first miss at the line. They were 6 for 6 prior to that. Checking in for Lookeba Sickles, a couple of players. Number 2 is
Sisters
Camden Stocking, and number 11, Briley Stocking. Second free throw's good by Harvey. And it's 9-7 now. Panthers on top by 2 with 2:23 opening period. In the corner, Janessa Thompson, three-pointer, no good. Stocking with the rebound, but she dribbled out of bounds along the baseline. they had her blocked off. So the only place to go is out of bounds.
Yeah. Where was I supposed to go? Huh?
Yeah.
Hit reverse didn't work very well. Throw a transmission out.
Checking back in is number 10, Paige Miller. And Cheyenne Snyder. And that could have been a travel there. She lost possession of the ball. McLemore got it back and laid it in for 2. Lexi McLemore, that's 5 for her, and we're all tied at 9. Poked briefly out of her hands, but she's able to retrieve it. Mallory Brown crossing over into the paint. Bounce pass out front to Allie Harvey. Good defense. Now she scoops. Scoop shot's no good. Lexi McLemore there for the rebound after playing good defense. Quickly into the front court. That's Kenna McLemore. Long three-pointer, drained it. Kenna McLemore stepped into that long three and gives the Lady Pirates a 12-9 lead. It's a couple, 3 trays already for Surreal. There's a drive by Willard. Her layup won't stay in the basket. Pops out. Long pass up ahead is knocked away by Lookeba Sickles and tracked down by Willard. Hard to throw long passes against either one of these teams. Harvey, baseline 3 on the way, no good. Willard there on the backside rebound, lays it in for 2. That's 4 for Willard. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout taken by Lady Pirates. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Sugar Creek Casino presents.
Some more action than we saw in a half of the other games.
Yeah.
Stewart of Restless Heart and Tim Rushlow of Little Texas. The front men of country live at the Sugar Creek Casino's Event Center January 29th. Get your tickets by phone, Players Club, or online at sugarcreekcasino.com.
Timeout taken by Coach McLemore. Make an adjustment, I'm sure. Surreal on top, 12-11. Let's see who he's got back out there. We got Cheyenne Snyder, Lexi McLemore, Kenna McLemore, Paige Miller, and I believe is that Thompson? Number 11, yes, that's Janessa Thompson. And for Lookeba Sickles, we have Brown, Stocking, Barger, Harvey, and Machaney. Or that's Willard, I should say, instead of Harvey. Harvey checked out during the timeout. Kenna McLemore is going to be called for the walk. Kind of got the ball stuck on her side there. And it'll be turned over to the Lady Panthers. With less than a minute to play here in the opening period. championship game of the Caddo County Basketball Tournament. Pretty big crowd. People continue to file in here. Willard dribbling out front. Gets the ball to Machaney. Over to Willard, left wing. Down to Machaney on the low block. There's triple teamed, and they're going to have a jump ball. And that's pretty good defense by the Lady Pirates as she caught the ball on the low block, and 3 of them collapsed around her. It'll stay with the Lady Panthers, though, on the alternating possession with 24 seconds to play. They lob it into Barger. Now out front. Long cross-court pass on a set play. Willard has it. Give it up to Machaney. Bumps it off the glass. No good. Got a rebound. Put back is no good.
Can't get it to go.
The Lady Panthers have had all kinds of time. They're getting pretty good looks at it, but it just bounds out of the rim. That's the first foul on Cheyenne Snyder. 8th team foul on Surreal. And Machaney at the line makes the first.
It's her first point of the game.
Yep. 8 of the 12 points for the Panthers have come from the free throw line. 9 out of 10 free throw shooting. 13-12 lead. Lokiba on top. 10 seconds to play. First quarter. McLemore into the front court. 6 seconds. All the way to the rim, and that's an offensive foul as she ran over Abby Machaney with 3 seconds to play. You could kind of see that with Kevin.
Yeah, and you don't have to be set playing defense, but she drew all the contact on that, so that was pretty easy.
Had a head of steam up. There's a 3-pointer at the buzzer, no good. Close, but no good. After 1 period of play, Lokiba Sickles 13, Surreal 12. You're listening to Caddo County Basketball on New Country 98.5.
I'm Serena Williams. You watch me live on TV.
And I'm the girl from that alien movie you watch on demand. Our worlds have been brought together thanks to DirecTV Stream.
Why are you whispering?
Because the alien will hear us.
Maybe let the alien know you can get DirecTV Stream with no annual contract.
He seems pretty excited by that, actually.
Introducing DirecTV Stream, the best of live TV and on demand with no annual contract. Get your TV together at directv.com.
Requires high-speed internet and compatible device. Content varies by package and location. Restrictions apply.
With the Peloton bike, there's always something new to try. We're adding new music to our artist series. New disciplines like boxing.
Fight your way through. Let's make it count.
So many new workouts to try on and off the bike.
Let's go, Peloton family.
There's always something new to keep you motivated. For a limited time, get a $550 value on the Peloton Bike Plus. $300 off plus free delivery and setup. A $250 value. All access membership separate. Limited time offer until January 9, 2022. Free delivery only available in continental U.S. Terms apply.
Kim, what's the shooting percentages there in the first quarter?
Well, for Lokiba Sickles, they're 2 out of 14, and including 0 of 5 on 3-pointers, so not so good for them. Surreal's 4 out of 11, and 3 of 7 3-pointers, so a different way of getting your numbers on there.
Free throws doing the job so far for Lady Panthers.
Yeah, they're 9 out of 10 from the line.
Surreal's basketball starts the second period, going left to right. Bounce pass to the free throw line. That's Lexi McLemore. Now over to Paige Miller. Tries to get it to Skylie Thompson. Skylie shot's no good. Machaney comes away with a rebound. And there's a near steal by Cheyenne Snyder at the center line against Barger. Now all of a sudden they're not calling it quite so tight, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Coach Scales to avoid the turnover. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here. Yeah, it looked like Barger was about to get a turnover there at the center line. And
about the time she turned around, a teammate broke free as he was calling timeout. So that's okay.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. To give the opportunity to give some of our scores from earlier today. I gave our third place scores earlier. The consolation games today. The Hinton Lady Comets defeated Apache 52-26, and the Hinton boys defeated Apache 62-52. So both Hinton teams won the consolation bracket today. Congratulations to the Comets. Panthers basketball after the timeout. Just underway here, second period. Machaney under all kinds of pressure, doing a good job on her. There's Willard, left-handed shot off the glass and good for Ellie Willard, and that's 6 for her.
She's had a good tournament.
She sure has. 3-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Lexi McLemore is having trouble getting it up the floor. And another timeout taken by Coach McLemore. We'll do the same. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Joshua's Auto Sales, 902 South Mission in Anadarko, where they buy, sell, and trade vehicles. Follow them on Facebook.
Well, these guys aren't afraid to use timeouts here early in the half, Kim. They've
no
seemed like they've been calling them pretty freely.
That one, I don't know, maybe she was closer to the 10-second thing than I realized.
Yeah, that's what I think.
But he called it. They've been trying to use them to bail their team out of troubles.
Uh-huh.
They get down to the end of the game. They may wish they had a few more.
That's they have 3 timeouts remaining, Surreal does, so they start with 5. They're on
Gibson's
the attack.
Back in the game.
Gibson's 3-pointers off the backboard, no good from the side. And Willard with the rebound. I'll tell you, Willard does a nice job handling the ball. And there's going to be a foul as Cheyenne Snyder pretty well rode her all the way down the floor and never got off of her, and so he called a foul. That's her second personal and the 10th team foul on the Lady Pirates. And back at the line will be Ellie Willard, who is 2 for 2 so far, and total of 6 points. Makes the first one. 4-point lead now for the Lady Panthers. And she'll have one more. That one crawled over the front of the rim, and it's a 5-point lead. Quickly, here comes Hadley Gibson racing into the front court. Lost the handle on it, picks it up, gets it over to Lexi McLemore, top of the key. Thought about a 3-pointer. Instead, Cheyenne Snyder will take a left wing 3. No good. Rebound, Mashaney. Long pass up ahead to Harvey into the front court. Out to Barger, top of the key. All alone. She'll try a 3-pointer. Good. Maddie Barger left her all alone, and she drains it.
I think we drew a foul on Mashaney for some reason after the shot underneath the board. Yeah, we did. That's her second foul.
Yeah. Well, that's a tough one there. Coach Scales, what's the point there? She said, well, I didn't mean to.
Whoops.
8-point lead for the Lady Panthers, but Mashaney going to take a seat on the bench, and there's near turnover at the half line, but it's going to stay with the Lady Pirates. Could have gone either way.
Yeah, they must have got it right. Nobody said anything, and they've been arguing everything else.
That's true. 6:04 to play in the half. Lexi McLemore into the front court. Dribbles up to the right side. Boy, near turnover there. Over to Skylie Thompson. Left wing 3, no good. Off the heel of the basket. And they're going to be knocked out of bounds by the Lady Pirates. And now Surreal trying to advance the ball against this press. Willard has it. Down the sideline quickly. Long pass up ahead to Barger. Led her to the baseline. Left wing 3 by Harvey, no good. And they're going to have a foul on the rebound. Mallory Brown picked it up.
Fouls are adding up.
They certainly are. That's 6 on Lokiba, 10 on Surreal. And there's 5:37 to play in the half. Pressure once again in the backcourt. Up ahead to Skylie Thompson at the timeline. Gathers herself. Now she'll bring it into the front court. That's Hadley Gibson with it. And she makes a concerted effort to go to the hoop. That's a good, strong move by the freshman for her first basket. Brown dribbling through traffic to Barger. Down low to Harvey. She had great position. Couldn't get the shot, and then they go over the back of her, but they're going to call a jump ball, I think. And it'll stay with the Lady Panthers. Boy, Harvey had her defender really sealed perfectly. The pass was right on the money. She just couldn't get it in off the glass. Now the Lady Panthers inbound out front to Stocking. Over to Willard. Dumps it down low to Barker. To Stocking in the corner. Harvey. Left wing three on the way. Good. Allie Harvey with another tray. That's 11 for Harvey. Bounce pass up ahead to Skyly Thompson. Back to Hadley Gibson. And her shot is blocked, but she got the ball back right under the basket. Dribbles out of trouble. Skyly Thompson, straightaway three, no good. Long rebound into the corner, and it's out of bounds off Surreal. And checking in for the Lady Pirates will be Kenna McLemore replacing Lexi McLemore. And the Lady Panthers trying to get it inbound and nobody coming really to help her. Long bounce pass, that's dangerous, but Mallory Brown tracks it down. Long cross-court pass. Harvey somehow got it, and she staggered through the lane as she kind of lost her balance trying to catch the pass. Both these teams like to throw that long pass.
It's a hard pass to make that much distance, and they're putting a arc on it. It gives the defenders time to get there.
They got enough good athletes on both teams. They can track down those long, high passes. Pirates on the attack now. Cheyenne Snyder way out front. Over to Kenna McLemore. Going against Willard. Kicks it in the corner. Three-pointer's no good by Paige Miller and Thompson. One official has a jump, one has a foul. And I think the foul may win out. I don't know. Thompson was tied up, and she's standing at the free throw line. Now all three officials are going to have a conversation. One had a foul, one had a jump ball, and the foul is going to win out. And the foul is on number 2, Camden Stocking, her first. And Skyly Thompson will be at the line for the first time. Yet to score so far. And the free throw hits.
I don't know about the discussion over there, but when an official starts pointing about 5 times right into the coach's chest, I think that means that's the end of this discussion.
First free throw good by Skyly. Second one's no good. Rebound, Mallory Brown into the front court. Little running 6-footer won't go. Got her own rebound. And we're going to have a tie-up, and it'll go over to Surreal. .356 to play in the half. Lokiba Sickles led it by 1 at the end of the first period. They currently lead it by 8, 23-15.
Yeah, they stretched the lead out a little bit, and then it's just kind of set there in both teams for a little bit.
Snyder, long-range three-pointer from straightaway. Willard there with a nice rebound. Passes ahead too strong, and it goes out of bounds. Saved by Surreal. McLemore, that's Kenna, into the front court quickly. Thought about a three-pointer. Now Snyder will take the three off the heel of the basket. And we're going to have a tie-up between Thompson and Mallory Brown. And that means it'll be Lokiba Sickles basketball on the alternating possession. Checking in would be Janessa Thompson for the Lady Pirates. And Machaney back in for Mallory Brown. .3:19 to play. First half, Willard dribbling against McLemore in the corner to Barger. Three-pointer, no good, skips across the rim. Harvey with a rebound. The late footer's good. Allie Harvey.
That's 10 for Allie.
And it's a 10-point lead. Allie's having a nice ball game so far. McLemore dribbles down to the right, and her shot is good, and she's fouled by Willard.
I think Willard's second foul.
And Stocking is going to be replaced by, well, no, Willard's going to check out. Mallory Brown replaces her. And Lexi McLemore makes the free throw. 8 points for McLemore. And it's a 7-point ball game. And the ball is knocked out of bounds off of Harvey's foot and out of bounds. A good defense by Cheyenne Snyder. It's just man-to-man pressure bringing it up the floor. I'd hate to be an official, Kim. They get chewed on every call.
You know, they don't have to listen to that.
Every call.
It's amazing how one little call will quieten those guys down.
Yeah, it's they know. There's a three-pointer on the way, no good by McLemore. Battle for the rebound. Gibson has it briefly. Now she has it. Dribbles it out of trouble. 2:26 to play. Lexi in the corner to Thompson. Ball knocked away by Machaney. She tried to knock it off Snyder's legs, and it stays with the Lady Pirates. Top of the key, that's Hadley Gibson. 2:08 to play. Hadley's got 2 points so far and a couple of fouls early. There's dribbles to her right, launches a three-pointer. It's no good. And Barger there with a rebound. Pass up ahead to Machaney at the center line. Goes to her right, in the corner to Willard. Quick three-pointer. That's no good by Harvey, I should say. And we're going to have a reach-in foul on Mallory Brown. That'll be the 9th team foul on the Panthers and the 3rd foul on Mallory Brown. So the fouls are pretty even, Kim. 10 on Surreal, 9 on Lokiba.
A lot on both of them.
Yeah. A game of attrition here, it could be.
Yeah, 20.
Got number 20, that's Kinsley Locke, and Willard checking in, replacing Camden Stocking, and not sure who the other one left out. Free throw is good by McLemore. And Paige Miller checks in, replacing Janessa Thompson.
I think Mallory Brown went out.
Okay. McLemore makes them both, and it's a 5-point ball game. Lady Panthers on top, pressure in the backcourt. Willard passes up ahead to Machaney at the center line. Hands it off to Harvey, and she tries to bounce past it through the lane and hit the photographer right in the face. And it's going to stay with Lokiba Sickles. I guess Panthers got a hand on it. Long pass out to Harvey. Left-handed shot off the glass, no good. Hadley Gibson with a rebound. Here come the Lady Pirates now quickly. In the paint, in the corner to Cheyenne Snyder. Three-pointer, no good. And it's out of bounds off of Skyly Thompson, they say. Turnover to the Lady Panthers. Pressure in the backcourt. Lob pass down the right sideline to Harvey. Double teamed. In the corner to Barger. Three-pointers, too hard. Sails across the basket. Hadley Gibson over there for the rebound with a minute to play. Quickly into the front court. Going past Willard. Kicks it out front. Now Gibson has it back. Dribbles in the lane. Throws up a shot. Now gets her own rebound. No good. Lexi Thompson there. Put back is good by Lexi. And it's a three-point ball game, 25-22. Coach Scales going to take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Jungle Ice Fun Zone is a great place to hold.
It's what, 23-14, 23-16?
Every Monday night, entry is $10 per person and there's a blind draw. Please register on the Score Volleyball app or on the link on the Jungle Ice Fun Zone social media account. The Jungle Ice Fun Zone, open every day, meeting next to the Chicken Chase Sports Complex. And you can follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Call 405-222-2202.
New Country 98.5 is KACO, Apache, Lawton, Fort Sill, a product of Moment Media.
25-22. 45 seconds remaining in the half. Lokiba Sickles has led pretty much all the way. It's never been a huge lead, I think.
It was just a
7
point at the quarter,
yeah.
13-12, and then they stretched it out to about 7 or 8, and then they just had one basket in the last several minutes.
Yep. Panthers with the basketball. They lob it in, almost taken away. Willard gets it. Lob pass up ahead to Mashaney. 14-foot pull-up jumper's no good. Rebound by Locke. Willard, baseline three on the way, no good. Barger there with a rebound, and her shot is blocked out of bounds. Pretty good defense that time by the Lady Pirates. Mashaney's not getting any open looks today. I'll tell you, every time she gets the ball, there's somebody right on her. Generally, there's two on her. And Lexi McLemore will cross the center line with a stationary dribble. With 15 seconds to play, they'll obviously take the last one here if they can. Down to 10, down to 9. Now we'll start the attack here. McLemore dribbling out front, 4 seconds. Goes past, shot is in the lane, no good, and that will do it. Your halftime score, Lokiba Sickles 25, and the Surreal Lady Pirates 22. So a 3-point lead at the halftime for the Lady Panthers. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have our halftime report. You're listening to New Country 98.5.
For a three-pointer when you choose Hillary Communications, your local solution for internet, telephone, and TV. Now available in Anadarko. Go to their website, hillcom.net, and sign up for the 50-meg internet package starting at just $54.95. Need more speed? Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Hillary Communications, hillcom.net, a proud supporter of Anadarko High School basketball. Go Warriors! Your Caddo County elected officials say good luck to all the teams in the Caddo County Tournament. Commissioners Vinnie Bowling, Brent Kinder, and Jeff Boren. District Judge Corey Kirkland, District Attorney Jason Hicks, and Sheriff Spencer Davis.
Bengals beat the Titans.
What?
Bengals beat the Titans.
Oh, they did.
52-yard walk-off field goal.
How about that? Joe Burrow, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
60 seconds.
Sports, academics, and extracurricular activities. Big number Jones Terrell. State Senator Darcy Beck encourages students and student athletes to do their best in all their activities and urges parents to take an active role in their children's education. If there's an issue with the state capitol you'd like to discuss, contact Senator Yeck by calling 405-521-5545. State Senator Darcy Yeck says good luck to all the teams in the Caddo County Tournament.
This is Trey Pearson with Pearson Angus Cattle. We as a family would like to invite you to our annual bull sale on Monday, March 7th at noon at our sale facility near Eakley, Oklahoma. We'll be offering 85 registered Angus bulls, which include 32-year-old, 30, 18-month-old, and 25 yearlings, as well as special lots of registered females. For more information or to request a sale bill, you can call me at 405-545-0985 or visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or our website, PearceAngusCattle.com, where our family's goal is to add value to your operation.
Your halftime score, Lokiba Sickles 25, Surreal 22. You're listening to the halftime report brought to you by First National Bank of Chickasha and the Legacy Bank of Binger and Hinton. We'll turn it over to Kim Kroll. Kim?
All right, thanks, Don. For Lokiba Sickles, Ellie Willard has 8 points. Abby Mashaney with 2. Allie Harvey, 10 points. And Maddie Barger with 5. Sickles shooting just 21% from the field, 6 out of 28. They're 4 out of 16 on 2-pointers, 2 for 12 on 3-pointers. The free throws have kind of kept them in the game. They're 11 out of 12 from the line. And they have 10 fouls. Mallory Brown has 3, Ellie Willard with 2, and Abby Mashaney with 2. For Surreal, Hadley Gibson, 2 points. Skylie Thompson with 1. Lexi McLemore with 12. Kenna McLemore with 3, Cheyenne Snyder with 3, Corinne Morton with 1. They're shooting 25% from the field, 7 out of 28, 4 of 11 2-pointers, 3 of 17 3-pointers, and 5 out of 9 from the line. And they also have 10 fouls. Morton, Snyder, Thompson, and Gibson all have 2.
All right. That all the stats you want to give now?
Yeah, it's pretty even half because Sickles won the first quarter 13-12. They won the second quarter 12-10, so they got a 3-point lead. But you know, they've not played their regular game. Mashaney's got 2 points. They've held her in check. She's 0 for 4 from the field. Lexi McLemore on the Surreal side has had a really good first half, but Hadley Gibson only has 2 points. And,
Yeah.
leading up to this, those are the two big scorers for both teams, and yet they've each got 2 points. So I bet that changes in the second half.
Kind of shows you what everybody thinks they can predict what's going to happen in a ball game, and whenever you think you can, most generally you just proving yourself wrong because you never know.
Well,
but the fouls right off the bat of the game kind of, when Gibson picks up 2 right off in the first minute or 2 and has to sit down for a while, and then she comes back in, and it seems like then she's trying to force some things, and so a lot of things can happen in a ball game that changes how it's going to come out.
And plus, when they're your good players, the other team has talked about that too.
Exactly.
Said, we got to concentrate on slowing these players down.
Right.
And that effort's kind of paid off for them in the first half. So, we'll see what happens. But both teams are so athletic and quick and active. You're going to have some fouls, but it seemed like we had a slew of them right off the bat.
Well, I think it's kind of a common thing. Most games you go to, they really call it tight in the first few minutes of the game, and then they kind of relax as they go, and you just have to adjust as you're going. But it's either anybody's ball game right now. I mean, I don't see a trend for anybody that's really dominating at the moment. You want to look at the playoff pairings?
Yeah, I was going to go through that and just kind of remind people where these people are going for the playoffs, because it's just coming up in about 3 weeks or so.
Yeah, I think they'll have 5 more regular season games after this tournament.
Lokiba Sickles host a district at their place, and the other teams in that district are Asher and Cement. Their regional site is at Ellick, and then their area site is at Chickasha. So be interesting to follow them all the way through that. That's in Class B. In Class A with Surreal. Surreal also will host a district at their place with Ninnekah and Empire. Their regional site will be at Geronimo, and then their area site is Cache. So, Bingeroni is another team here in the county that will be in that same region. Carnegie's in the same area. They're in a different region, but there'll be some good teams down there. But, Surreal will be Surreal, Geronimo, and Cache for their travels in the playoffs.
Not too far for them.
No, it'll be okay. Kept them down a little bit local.
Got anything else you want to talk about before we take a timeout?
It'll be later in the night, but one thing we want to do is just commend Anadarko for hosting the tournament. There's a little bit worry early in the week that with all the COVID and everything, would we get the tournament in? But, their staff's done a great job after every game. The benches and things, they clean and sanitize them, and they're doing the best they can to keep it safe. And I think most people are aware of that too. But luckily, we're going to get the tournament in, and they've just been great hosts as far as providing facilities and cleaning staff and maintenance and janitorial things. Have done a great job. They run the concession stands, so everything's been well handled, and we appreciate Anadarko giving up their gym and hosting this. It's a great place for the county tournament. Centrally located, big enough to handle everybody, and it always is just a great place to come.
Well said. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll have second half action. You're listening to Caddo County Basketball on New Country 98.5.
Sports, academics, and extracurricular activities are a big part of our children's growth. State Senator Darcy Eck encourages students and student athletes to do their best in all their activities and encourages parents to take an active role in their children's education. If there's an issue at the state capitol you'd like to discuss, contact Senator Eck by calling 405-521-5545. State Senator Darcy Eck says good luck to all the teams in the Caddo County Tournament. Looking for a top quality car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Joshua's Auto Sales. They believe in treating customers right, with fair prices and superior service. They'll help you find the vehicle you deserve and one that fits your budget. If you're a first-time car buyer, no problem. They work with several financial institutions to get you approved. You can even apply for credit on their secure website, joshuasautosales.com. Joshua's Auto Sales, 902 South Mission in Anadarko, where they buy, sell, and trade vehicles. Follow them on Facebook.
Don't get your electric bill caught in a spin cycle. When doing laundry, use cold water. If your dryer has a moisture meter, use it to prevent over-drying clothes. 50 minutes often works best for a full load. And remember to check your lint filter each time you run a load to help your dryer run more efficiently and save energy. These energy-saving tips are brought to you by your friends at CK Energy Electric Cooperative.
This is Trey Pearson with Piercy Angus Cattle. We as a family would like to invite you to our annual bull sale on Monday, March 7th at noon at our sale facility near Kiowa, Oklahoma. We'll be offering 85 registered Angus bulls, which include 32-year-old, 30, 18-month-olds, and 25-year-olds, as well as special lots of registered females. For more information or to request a sale bill, you can call me at 405-545-0985 or visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or our website, PiercyAngusCattle.com, where our family's goal is to add value to your operation.
Kim, we need to wish a happy birthday to our friend Scott Wright down here. He's been manning the cameras tonight.
Yeah.
Retired graphic art instructor over the Tech Center. Been here a long time. He just can't stay away. Here he is.
Still works a little
here,
over there.
Been
too.
here over here all week.
You know, this is birthday week. The 19th was my dad's birthday. The 20th was my son's, both their birthdays, being twins.
Yeah.
21st was Jack Nicklaus' birthday. Yesterday you said was your with Homer? Or?
Homer Cootie.
Yeah.
His birthday today.
Today?
Matter of fact, yeah.
Scott's birthday today. It's a big week, isn't it?
Absolutely. All right, we're about set to go here to start. Third period, it'll be Surreal's basketball going right to left on your radio dial. And Lexi McLemore walks it into the front court. Looks like starting five for each team is taking over here in the third period. McLemore going against Harvey. Left-handed shot off the backboard is good. Boy, that's a tough bucket right there from Lexi with the left hand. And it's a one-point ball game. Willard quickly down the other end, lost control of it, and it's knocked out of bounds by Hadley Gibson, I believe, who was trailing the play. And it'll be the Panthers basketball with a 1-point lead. Also got a message here that Penny's birthday is going to be Monday. Penny's done a great job bringing us pretzels and everything. There's a foul on Cheyenne Snyder. And Mashaney will be at the line.
Yeah, I think that's Cheyenne's third foul.
Fouls.
Well, happy birthday to Penny.
Yeah, that's right. Penny does a great job every year.
Takes care of us.
First free throw's good. I tell you what, she brought some peanut butter cookies up here one night. They were fantastic. Corinne Morton checks in, replacing Cheyenne Snyder.
Evidently you ate all of them.
Yeah, I did. Absolutely did. It didn't take long either. Free throw no good by Mashaney. Made 1 out of 2, and it's a 2-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Surreal with a chance to tie or take the lead here with a minute gone here in the third quarter. They lob it into Morton, too tall and out of bounds. Good idea, but pass was a little too tall from the wing from Paige Miller. And it sailed over Morton's head and out of bounds. And Ellie Willard walks it into the front court. Harvey down on the baseline. Skip pass to Mashaney. And she's going to be bumped and fouled, and probably on Morton or Gibson. Which one to give it to?
I think Gibson.
That'll be 3 on Gibson. She's had a rough night.
Some nights fouls just find you, don't they?
Yeah, she's had a rough night go of it tonight, just a freshman. Pretty big stage for the freshman here in the finals of the county tournament. She's played well this week, I tell you. There's Willard. Shot over Morton's good. Got the kind roll. That's 10 for Willard. And it's a 4-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Every time Surreal gets within 1 or 2, it seems like Lokiba Sickles has had an answer. Down low to Morton. Got good position. Left-handed shot's good for Corinne Morton. That's 3 points for her. And up ahead, Mallory Brown. Dumps it down low to Barger. Out front, Willard. Dribbles down the right side of the lane, and we're going to have a foul. Skyly Thompson says, me? No,
it wasn't
on you. They give that one to Paige Miller, her first.
I bet she's relieved now.
Harvey lobs it into the free throw line to Barger. Right side, Brown, 3-pointer. from the wing is good. Mallory Brown, her first basket of the night. And it's a 5-point lead for the Panthers. McLemore into the front court. Going against Mallory Brown. Kick it out front. Three-pointer, long range, no good by the Pirates. That was Paige Miller. Now here comes Willard streaking down the floor, lays it in for two. 5 straight points for the Lady Panthers, and it's 33-26. Long pass up ahead to Harvey. She tracks it down, jump stop. Oh, shot was no good. Skyly Thompson there for the rebound, and we're going to have a technical foul. And liable to get another one. He's following the official out onto the floor. 33-26 with 5:14 to play, and there's going to be a technical foul charged to Coach McLemore. And shooting the free throws will be Ellie Willard, shooting 2. And the first free throw is good. Willard's had a good ball game today, as she has throughout the tournament. 12 points for the young lady. And she made them both. I've got her for 14, that's right. 14 points for Willard.
I have 15.
15, okay. And it will be Lokeba's basketball with a 9-point lead now, all of a sudden. Big turn of events here. Ball knocked out of bounds by Paige Miller, but it'll stay with Lokeba Sickles. As they've stretched the lead out here, it was 1 point there for a possession or two, and now they've got it out to 9. Mallory Brown takes the inbounds pass.
Back to 14, yeah.
Bounce pass down low to Machaney, high off the glass, no good. Got her own rebound, putback's no good. She's having a hard time getting the ball in the basket, but she's working hard at it. And there's going to be a foul on Skyly Thompson. And that's her third personal, and a 5th team foul this half on Surreal. And Abby Machaney be at the line. That's 3 points today, 3 out of 4 from the line. And she makes the first. 10-point lead for Lokeba Sickles. And the second one hit the rim about 5 times and fell in. It's a nice soft touch. 11-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Lexi McLemore dribbles up to the top of the key and then backs out. Trying to get a screen from Morton, but couldn't use it. Now Thompson dribbles across the top of the lane over to Kenna McLemore. Left side, Lexi McLemore. Left wing three, good. Lexi McLemore, that was much needed for the Lady Pirates.
It gives her 17.
Great night so far for Lexi. They need every point tonight, it appears. There's Harvey with it, right side. Couple of dribbles, picks it up, hands it off to Willard. Way out front. Lexi McLemore defending her. They come over to double team, over to Mallory Brown. Left wing three, all alone, no good. It sails out of bounds. She had a wide open look at it that time.
Yeah, she kind of rushed it, looked like. Trying to get it out before the defender got back in position.
Halfway through the third period, Lexi McLemore walks it into the front court. Free throw line in the paint, little 10-footer, no good. Rebound Mallory Brown, here comes racing it up the floor. Now she'll slow it down with no numbers. Now she goes to the baseline. To Barger at the free throw line, goes around Morton, and she's going to be fouled. Oh, a jump ball.
Are you kidding me?
Looked like McLemore had her arm around her elbow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm a long ways away, but it looked like she grabbed her by the elbow and just tugged her down. It's going to stay with Lokeba Sickles.
Okay.
They lob it out front. And there's a, boy, that's quite an interesting exchange there. And foul is going to be on Mallory Brown of Lokeba Sickles. That's her fourth personal. Motion's running kind of high here, as one might imagine. She's going to be replaced by Camden Stocking. 3:33 to play. They lob it to Morton, but Mashaney comes over from the backside and intercepts the pass. She brings it into the front court at the three-point arc, and ball's taken away. Paige Miller, shot over Harvey or by Mashaney, no good, and McLemore there for the putback, no good, but Kenna is going to go to the line to shoot two. Kind of unusual. They just, number 10, Paige Miller, they double team Mashaney, and they just picked her pocket, went the other way with it. And McLemore shooting two. She makes the first. That's 4 for Kenna. And it's a 7-point ball game, 37-30. Second one's also good. Back to a 6-point game. 3:16 to play, third period. And Willard walks it into the front court. Picked up there by Lexi McLemore. Bounce it in the corner. Stocking now out front to Barger. Goes around Morton. 15-foot free throw jumper, no good. Willard there with a nice rebound. Left-handed shot high off the glass. Put back is good by Camden Stocking. And timeout taken by Coach Scales of the Panthers. We'll do the same. We'll be back in 1 minute.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So instead, we're going to have someone else say it. Because for some reason, when a random person talks about how great something is in a commercial, it's more believable.
I saved with a Progressive home and auto bundle.
And there you have it. I mean, I'm not sure why she's more believable than me, but either way, you get the point about the saving. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
With the Peloton bike, there's always something new to try. We're adding new music to our artist series, new disciplines like boxing.
Fight your way through. Let's make it count.
So many new workouts to try on and off the bike.
Let's go, Peloton family.
There's always something new to keep you motivated. For a limited time, get a $550 value on the Peloton Bike Plus. $300 off plus free delivery and setup. A $250 value. All access membership separate. Limited time offer until January 9, 2022. Free delivery only available in continental U.S. Terms apply.
Big crowd on hand. Kim, this side of the gym pretty well full, except for where a camera perch is.
Yeah.
Up,
and all the lower section on the other side is completely full and half full above us. So yeah.
Biggest crowd I've seen in a while for Owens County. Of course, last year it was limited because of COVID, but certainly a good crowd. Thanks for joining us on the internet, folks. We appreciate it very much. There's a steal. Stocking took it away from McLemore. Long pass up ahead to Mashaney, and the ball is taken away. And a foul is going to be charged to Mashaney. And that's 3 on her.
You know, she's had one of those nights, too, where it just so much of the time it looks like it comes easy to her. She's such a good athlete and a good player, and tonight it's just been a struggle.
Been a struggle all night.
Yeah.
Surreal has a lot to do with it, playing good defense. Always got somebody around her. They get the bounce pass into Morton, and her shot's no good, but she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Stocking. It's her second. And Corinne Morton be at the line. She's 2 out of 3 so far with 3 points. And the first free throw rattles in. That's 4 for Corinne. And it's a 7-point ball game, 39-32. Second free throw a bit hard off the back iron. Willard into the front court. McLemore, well, that's Paige Miller on her. Gets it over to Barger, along the baseline. Morton on her. Straightaway 3 by Harvey. No good. Good rebound by McLemore. 2 minutes to play in the third. Panthers keep battling, or the Pirates keep battling back him. They get down 9 or 8, and they just keep battling. McLemore.
Lakiba Sickles will miss 2 or 3 shots, and Surreal just keeps coming to you.
Left-handed shot, no good this time in the paint, and a rebound by Camden Stocking.
Surreal's kind of got away from the fluid offense, and now Lexi's seemed like trying to just take it as far as she can. And
Mashaney with it right side. Now about to Willard, minute and a half to go. Pirates doing a good job trapping the ball. There's Barger, shot over Morton's no good. Mashaney with a rebound, puts it off the glass, no good. Stocking on the other side gets it, it's no good. And we're going to have a foul by, boy, just kind of inadvertent contact there really by Harvey. And that's going to be third personal on Harvey. And the 5th team foul on the Lady Panthers with 1:14 to play.
On the floor for Sickles, Stocking has 2, Willard 2, Mashaney 3, Harvey 3, and Barger 1 fouls.
McLemore hands it off to Skylie Thompson, dribble across the free throw line. Now straight away that's Kenna McLemore dribbling. Now over to Thompson, left wing. Less than a minute to play here in the third period. Thompson left wing, drops it down to Morton, and it's taken away by Barger. Good play by Barger to intercept the pass. Here comes Mashaney into the front court, behind the back dribble. Shot off the glass, no good again. Ball loose on the floor, and it's picked up by the Panthers with 32 seconds, and she throws it to Harvey and Mashaney and out of bounds.
Yeah, Mashaney kind of forced that one. She had 3 defenders down there. None of her teammates had made it down yet, so it's a tough shot and no chance for the rebound.
Probably feeling a little frustrated tonight. Hadn't got the ball in the basket. She had 5 free throws, but had some tough looks. The ball just won't go in. 20 seconds to play. Pirates holding for 1. Kenna McLemore dribbling out near the center line. Picked up by Harvey. There's McLemore. Skylie Thompson, left wing 3, too hard. Rebound, Lady Panthers, and McLemore fouls on the rebound, and that is Kenna McLemore picking up her 2nd personal and the 6th team foul on Surreal. With 2 seconds to play in the third period. And Harvey gets it in to Willard. Couple of dribbles, half-court heave at the buzzer, no good. And after 3 quarters of play, Lookeba Sickles 39, Surreal 32. You're listening to Caddo County Basketball on New Country 98.5.
Whether you're getting your game going or you're rushing the kids to their next event, there's hot coffee and fresh breakfast waiting for you at the Apache Market at the Highway 62 and Highway 91.
23 and 27% shooting. Kind of a
hadn't been real shiny.
Bummer for the game.
Pick up what you need and be on your way fast. Make the Apache Market part of your next great morning at the Highway 62 and Highway 9Y.
30 seconds.
The Jungle Ice Fun Zone is a great place to hold a get-together for your school and church group, or just a getaway for your employees. And now the Fun Zone has cornhole tournaments every Monday night. Entry is $10 per person and there's a blind draw. Register on the Score Folio app or on the link on the Jungle Ice Fun Zone social media accounts. The Jungle Ice Fun Zone, open every day, weather permitting, next to the Chase Sports Complex. And you can follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Call 405-222-2202.
It'll be Surreal's basketball as we start the 4th period of play. Well, they say Lookeba Sickles ball, but the error didn't show it that way. Now they're going to say, yeah, wait a minute. Going to be Surreal's basketball. As we start the 4th period, now they're going to have a little discussion with the official bookkeepers, Kim, to see who's right. And I guess it will be Surreal's basketball.
Okay.
Lexi McLemore set to inbound the ball to Hadley Gibson, and here we go. 1 more quarter to crown a Caddo County champion here in 2022. Right side Gibson. And there's going to be an offensive foul charge to Hadley Gibson as Harvey came out to defend her, and she created a little space there. And that will be the 4th foul, 4th personal foul on Gibson. And Willard now takes the inbounds pass. Puts it into the front court. Off to Mashaney, and she traveled. One of those nights, Kim. It seems like hard to get anything going everything just seems to be a step out of sync for both of these ball clubs.
Yeah, they're
like.
just a little off for some reason. I don't know.
That's what happens, I guess, when you play teams that know how to play. Just hard to get things going in rhythm.
Things aren't the same every night.
That's right. McLemore dribbling out top of the key. Goes to her right. It's been pretty good for Lexi. Her shot's no good this time. Willard into the front court for the Lady Panthers. Man-to-man defense by Surreal. Backed out near the center line. Bounce pass taken away. Boy, that was a lazy bounce pass, and we're going to have a foul on Camden Stocking. It's just a slow pass. That's what's going to happen. Yeah.
And she kind of just coasted to come get it, and the defender just outraced her to it.
Third foul on Stocking. And it's turned back over to the Lady Pirates. McLemore dribbles to her right against Willard all the way to the hoop, and no good, but she's fouled. That's you know, you can't hardly guard them. And that will be foul on Reagan Williams, who is in for the Lady Panthers. No, that's not right, is it? Do they have a 10?
That's who they gave it to her, yeah.
Well, they don't have a 10 on the court.
Floor. I thought it was on Willard. But
yeah, they don't have it right. She made the free throw, I believe, didn't she? Yeah, the foul was on 15. Yeah, that's right, Emily Willard. And a second free throw, no good. It was 39-32. Guess she missed them both.
Yeah.
And now Lady Panthers on the attack. Willard dribbling out front. Kenna McLemore on her. Willard all the way to the hoop, and she's going to be tripped on her way. And going to be the 7th team foul on Surreal, so it's going to be free throws no matter what here. Foul was called on the floor, but it's going to be 1-1 now for Willard. Willard's got 14 points tonight. Lead the Lady Panthers. And she makes the first. Tell you what, they've shot free throws really well today.
Yeah, they've let's see how many. 16 out of 18 so far.
She made them both. And it's 41-33 now. 8-point lead for Lokiba with 6:32 to play in the contest. Lexi McLemore going against that man-to-man Lady Panther defense. There's a drive by Cheyenne Snyder. Strong with the right hand. That's 5 for Cheyenne. It's a 6-point ball game now. Quickly into the front court, Willard. You know, all day today we've had teams that led the whole game and lost at the end. This kind of could be shaping up that way right here. Willard all the way, right side, layup, good. Ellie Willard with a beautiful drive. And it's 43-35. 8-point margin. McLemore on the other end, going against Willard. Step back 16-footer, no good. Good rebound by Machaney. Weaves through her traffic, crossing the timeline. Over to Willard. Lobs it into Machaney, right in front of the basket, and she steps through the defender, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. As Mallory Brown will check in after the free throw for the Lady Panthers, along with, can't tell who that is from Surreal. She got her number covered up there. I think it's number 11, Janessa Thompson. Free throw good by Machaney. And also coming in will be Corinne Morton for the Lady Pirates, replacing Cheyenne Snyder.
Yeah, Snyder had 4 fouls.
9-point lead for the Panthers. Second free throw is also good. All of Machaney's 7 points have come via the free throw today. 5:29 to play in the contest. Right side to go to Skyly Thompson. Shaney on her to McLemore at the free throw line. Back to Thompson. Right side Thompson. Back to McLemore. Lady Pirates being very patient this trip. McLemore dribbles down the left side of the lane, kind of sized them up, and I think the foul's going to be on Barger. It's just kind of the way it's been. If you take it to the hoop, you're going to get to shoot free throws. That's second foul on Barger.
It's really hard to get a block, isn't it?
Yeah. Lexi McLemore's free throw is good. And that's 18 for Lexi. And a second free throw too hard. But Skyly Thompson there for the rebound. Swing it around the perimeter. Three-pointer by Janessa Thompson's no good. Barger there with a long rebound. And the Lady Panthers will jog it into the front court. I'm sure they'd like to work on a little clock here if they could. And it looks like they've pulled their people out away from the goal.
Yeah, going to spread it out a little bit.
Barger's going to hold the ball under her arm. I don't know why you would start moving until they guard you, but anyway, now here they go. They're going to guard them. They're going to change personnel, guarding who they're guarding. Barger at the free throw line. Yeah, it looks like pretty much a delay type game here. They have their guards all spread out around the floor.
This would be a good time to talk about that discussion OSSA had about the shot clock.
Well, these kind of situations get kind of dicey, I've discovered all week, and as years gone by, if there's what she thought about it. Boy, she was wide open. Mallory Brown, I might have got away with the travel there, boy. She was wide open. She wanted to shoot that.
Coach, you know I can make that.
And they're just going to dribble it around out front and play keep away. And the Lady Pirates have 9 fouls, so it's they bump it into Brown right under the basket, reverse layup.
And missed it. That's why you don't shoot those.
I don't think that's what they were looking for. Right under the basket. Now McLemore shot no good, but Barger fouled her.
I don't see how that's a foul when you're just giving ground to them.
We're just backing up. They just keep coming at you. That's kind of the way it's been. McLemore now to shoot 2. And that would rattle out.
Yeah, when you're guarding and you're just giving way to the offensive player and backing up and your arm straight up, and the offensive player draws the contact and you still get a foul, I don't know how else to do it.
What can you do?
Yeah.
Cheyenne Snyder comes in, along with Hadley Gibson, the Pirates. And the second free throw is good. And it's an 8-point ball game with 3:23 to play. Long pass to Mallory Brown. Ball taken away from behind by Cheyenne Snyder. And guess what? She's fouled as she went to the hoop by Mallory Brown. Just no other way around it.
That's 5 for Mallory.
Yeah, you just right now what you need to do, I guess, either team is just drive to the goal.
Yeah.
Put up a shot. Foul is on Brown, and she fouls out, replaced by Camden Stocking, and this free throw rattles out. Cheyenne Snyder missed it. You know, the Pirates haven't shot free throws all that well. They've made quite a few of them, but they missed some here lately. Second free throw is no good also. And we're going to have a timeout taken by the Panthers. We'll be back after this 1-minute break. You're listening to Caddo County Basketball, New Country 98.5.
For a three-pointer, we can choose Hillary Communications, your local solution for internet, telephone, and TV. Now available in Anadarko. Go to their website,
Kansas came back and beat K-State by 3
Of course.
behind the whole game.
I don't know. It's just uncanny how they do that.
Yeah.
Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Hillary Communications, Hillcom.net, a proud supporter of Anadarko High School basketball. Go Warriors! Your Caddo County elected officials say good luck to all the teams in the Caddo County Tournament. Commissioners Benny Bowling, Brent Kinder, and Jeff Boring. District Judge Corey Kirkland, District Attorney Jason Hicks, and Sheriff Spencer Davis. Also County Clerk Rhonda Johnson, Court Clerk Patty Barger, Assessor LaDonna Phillips, and Treasurer Gina Mosier. They encourage all students to get involved in their schools and their communities, whether through athletics, academics, 4-H and FFA, fine arts, or other programs. A message from your Caddo County elected officials.
45-37 our score. Coach Scales took a timeout. They were pretty much went into that full delay the last time they had the ball, and they burned off of probably about a minute. There's 3:16 to play in the contest. And on the floor for the Lady Panthers is Mashaney, Camden Stocking, Allie Harvey, and Ellie Willard.
Yeah, and Maddie Barker.
For the Panthers, we've got Paige Miller, Lexi McLemore, Hadley Gibson, Cheyenne Snyder, and Skylie Thompson. Willard into the front court, two of them chasing her. Picks up her dribble before they got it. Barger now has it back to Willard. And they'll see if they can delay even more. All the way to the baseline. Shot no good, and there's going to be an offensive foul call.
You know, I wonder if we had a timeout to discuss holding the ball so we could take it to the basket and get a charge.
That didn't work so well. I think maybe what they were hoping was they'd get a foul like they've been getting on the other end, but she had such a head of steam up, she ran over them. That's four.
Yeah, that would have been
fouls.
hard to go the other way with that one.
4 fouls on Willard. McLemore's layup won't go. That time they kind of backed off of her and didn't draw the foul. She missed it. And the Panthers now into the front court with 2:40 to play. And an 8-point lead. Willard has it out front. In the corner they go to Stocking. She'll dribble out to Barger. A lot of time left, that's for sure. Willard now, right side, just playing keep away with it out front. Harvey handling it. Boy, they make some passes that would make me a little nervous if I was their coach, because they kind of these easy bounce passes sometimes. Out front they go to Harvey.
Yeah, and then when they foul, it's going to be the 10th foul. It's going to be a two-shot foul from now on.
2 minutes to play. Willard cross court to Harvey. Bounce pass under Mashaney, and she makes her first field goal today. That's a way to move that ball. Got her wide open underneath the block, and it's a 10-point lead for the Low-Kiba Sickles. Long three-pointer by McLemore. And Willard gets the rebound into the front court with 1:35 to play. Willard passes it to Harvey Mashaney, but it went to Harvey.
She passed it.
She aimed it to one of the white jerseys. Yeah. There comes Mashaney into the paint to Barger. They burned a lot of time here.
This is horrible to play defense against.
Get tired, boy, I tell you. It's going to be a travel right there. That's what happens sometimes in these situations when you just over and over and over, and it's easy to make a mistake. But there's only 1:15 to play, and it's a 10-point ball game. McLemore, long three-pointer, no good. Kenna gets the rebound. Skylie back to McLemore, over to Kenna McLemore, and she's going to be fouled by Mashaney as she started to go to the hoop. It's going to be 2 free throws now for Kenna McLemore. That's what you've got to do. Just take it to the hoop. Hope for the best. There's 1:03 to play in the contest. And Kenna McLemore, who's 2 for 2 at the line, has missed that one. Got 5 points so far. And Lady Pirates haven't really helped themselves here late. They've been at the free throw line a lot. Made about half of them. She made 1 out of 2. It's a 9-point lead. And they get the ball into Willard. Minute to play. Into the front court. And they get it over to Barger quickly. Now they're playing catch out front. Mashaney handling. Down to 45 seconds to play. And there's a steal by Hadley Gibson. Intercept the pass all the way down. Throws up a wild shot, no good, and out of bounds off of the Lady Pirates. So they did the wise thing and not foul her, Kim. Just let her shoot it.
And she was expecting the contact, looked like.
Willard holding in the backcourt, down the left sideline. Picks up her dribble. 30 seconds to play. It looks to me like that, barring a miracle here, the Lady Panthers are going to hold on here. 24 seconds to play. as their fans can smell it as well. They're going to get a 5-second count here, almost, but they get it over to Willard, back to Harvey. Now they're down to 10 seconds. And that's going to do it, as they're going to dribble it out. And the Lady Pirates are not going to foul. And your final score, Lokiba Sickles, the Lady Panthers 47, and the Surreal Lady Pirates 38. So congratulations to the Lady Panthers, as they have back-to-back championships here in the Caddo County Tournament. Congratulations also to the Surreal Lady Pirates, as they have a runner-up this season. Good tournament for them. Now Mr. Kent Jackson, athletic director over here at Anadarko High School, will make the trophy presentations. And he's going to present the runner-up to the Surreal Lady Pirates. Congratulations to those young ladies. Cheyenne Snyder comes out to accept the plaque. And now the 2022 Caddo County champions, the Lokiba Sickles, the Lady Panthers. As seniors come over to accept the award, congratulations to those young ladies. You're listening to the post-game report brought to you by the Legacy Bank of Lokiba, Legacy Bank of Binger and Hinton, and the First National Bank of Chickasha, sponsoring our halftime and post-game reports. And we will turn it over here momentarily to Mr. Kim Kroll for our halftime report. Kim, we'll turn it over to you.
For Lokiba Sickles, scoring column, Camden Stocking had 2 points on 1 out of 2 shooting. Both attempts were 2-pointers. Mallory Brown with 3 points. She was 1 out of 4 shooting. 0 for 2 2-pointers, 1 for 2 3-pointers. Ellie Willard had 18 points, 5 out of 12 from the field, 4 out of 8 on 2-pointers, 1 out of 4 3-pointers, and 7 out of 7 free throws. Abby Machaney had 9 points, 1 out of 8 from the field, 1 out of 7 2-pointers, 0 for 1 3-pointers, but 7 out of 8 free throws. Allie Harvey with 10 points, 3 out of 11 shooting, 2 of 6 2-pointers, 1 of 5 3-pointers, 3 out of 4 free throws. Maddie Barger had 5 points with 1 out of 8 shooting, 0 for 4 2-pointers, 1 of 4 3-pointers, and 2 out of 2 free throws. Lokiba Sickles shot 27% from the field, 12 out of 45. 2-pointers, they were 8 out of 29 for 28%. 3-pointers, 4 out of 16 for 25%. Free throws, 19 out of 21, that's 91%, and they had 21 total fouls. For Surreal, Hadley Gibson with 2 points on 1 out of 6 shooting, 1 out of 5 2-pointers, 0 for 1 3-pointers. Skylie Thompson had 1 point, 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 1 2-pointers, 0 for 3 3-pointers, 1 out of 2 free throws. Lexi McLemore with 20, 6 out of 18 shooting, 4 of 12 2-pointers, 2 of 6 3-pointers, 6 of 10 free throws. Kenna McLemore with 6 points. She was 1 out of 2 from the field, 0 for 1 on 2s, 1 out of 1 on 3s, and 3 out of 4 free throws. Cheyenne Snyder had 5 points on 2 of 7 shooting, 1 out of 1 2-pointers, 1 for 6 3-pointers, 0 for 2 free throws. And Corinne Morton had 4 points on 1 out of 1 shooting, 2-point attempts, 2 out of 6 free throws. Surreal was 24%, 11 out of 45, 7 out of 22 for 32% on 2-pointers. 3-pointers, they were 4 out of 23 for 17%, and just 50% on free throws, 12 out of 24. They had 19 personal fouls and a technical. So, Don, 45 shots for both teams. Lokiba Sickles made 12, Surreal made 11, but Lokiba Sickles got a lot more chances from the free throw line and made those. Actually, Surreal shot more free throws than Lokiba Sickles did, but Lokiba Sickles made 19 as opposed to Surreal's 12. So, good ball game. Both teams weren't their best tonight, but they played hard and they were very competitive. And Lokiba Sickles comes away with a win, 47-38, and they're Caddo County champions. So, congratulations to them. And while we've got a couple of minutes, I would like to visit with Jenny Nunn with Caddo Kiowa Technology Center. And Jenny's going to talk a little bit about what's going on at the school. And as soon as we can get her headset on, we'll make this work. Welcome to the booth, Jenny. Hope you're enjoying the ball games.
Thank you, Kim, and I appreciate you giving me a little bit of time just to remind everyone of an upcoming election that we have for the residents in our service area.
Okay.
It's a millage election, and what we're asking is to give everyone the opportunity to cast their vote to change our millage rate from the current 1 mil to 5 mils.
Okay.
And with this passage, some things that we're wanting to do, because this will up our funding for our building fund that we can utilize there on our campus. And you've spent years on our campus, and you know that our buildings, we have some old buildings there on our campus.
Yeah, 1968, I think some of them were built and still using those. So.
Yes, we are. So our top priority right now is of course the safety. Bringing our buildings up to code when we talk about the fire alarms and sprinkling systems. Another thing that we want to look at is our child care center. You've been in our child care center. There's a lot of work that needs to be done there.
What's it rated for? 120?
Yes, it is. It's 120, and
busy place.
Yeah. And it is a small place, and it's a fantastic daycare. A lot of people in our communities utilize it, so we feel like that's very important to up the structure of that as well. Another thing, Kim, that we're looking at is we're wanting to work with our volunteer fire departments. That's been a strong connection through the years. I know we worked with them for a lot, and we've got, I think, more volunteer fire departments in Caddo County than just about any other county. We do. We actually have 28 in our area,
That's
and
a lot.
so it is a lot. And what we're wanting to do is provide a portable burn trailer that will allow those departments to do their training that they're required to do. Makes it a little bit easier for them.
Okay.
But we have a lot of information on our website on cktc.edu. And if you'll click on the millage election, it provides everything that we're looking at to do with the funding. It also provides a 10-year plan. And if you scroll down to the bottom, there's a question and answering. So hopefully if people have some questions, hopefully that gets answered. And if not, we really encourage everyone to contact us at the Technology Center. They're always welcome to contact me or our superintendent, Tony Hancock. Okay. We'll be happy to answer any questions that they have.
Okay, and that website is cktc.edu?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yep.
You know when the last millage election was?
I do not.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, and I know that we've always been at 1 mil. When we look at our technology centers across Oklahoma, that we are one of the lowest. 5 mils is as high as you can go for your building fund. And so we've been at 1 mil, well, I guess as long as we've been existing. So it's time. Things need to be focused on with our buildings, to be able to utilize it and properly for our students and our patrons. So we're excited about the upcoming millage, and we hope everyone gets out there and has that opportunity to vote.
Okay, we do appreciate you coming by, and like I said, if you do have questions, contact them at the school or go on the website at cktc.edu. A lot of questions and answers on that website. The facility, I worked there 35 years, and it's done a lot of good things for a lot of people and provided a lot of training for jobs in the area. But they have a lot of partners around the county that work with the school in some fashion or another, like we talked about the fire departments. So a lot of things going on there. So appreciate you coming by, Jenny. Good to visit with you.
It's good to visit with you, Kim. Thank you. And I do want to say thank you guys for all that you've done this week. This tournament is important for our little communities. I'm telling you, we're very sports driven, which is exciting. Yeah. And I also want to say a big thank you to our Technology Center staff that has spent many hours.
Yeah.
And if you have not visited that website, if you'll go again to cktc.edu and click on the link to the county tournament, we have our bracket there, our programs, and I will tell you that we have lots and lots of pictures. So
yeah, there are lots of pictures.
There are. So a quick thank you to J.R. Oswald and to Scott and Jeremy Wright, to Dylan Young and to Tricia Pierce, and they've done a fantastic job as always, and you guys have too. I've heard a lot of compliments. People not wanting to get out and come to the games, they're able to listen to it and to watch it, so it's been very positive for our community.
Well, good. It's fun to do, and it's nice to see people every year that come here, and it's a big event in Caddo County, and we hope it continues. So thanks, Jenny. Good to visit with you, and
Thank you,
thanks
Kim.
for the information.
You
And
bet.
We'll. I need to get back a little more often than I have.
Yes, you do. You need to come back and visit with us.
All right. Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's send it back to the station for about a 3-minute break, and then when we come back, we'll get ready for the finals of the Caddo County Tournament between Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs and the Mountain View Godebo Tigers. Be back in 3 minutes.
I appreciate you letting me do that. I think so too, but I appreciate you letting us have some time. But really, you guys have done. I've heard so many people appreciate us for all this going on. And they want to get
Caddo County elected officials say good luck to all the teams in the Caddo County Tournament. Commissioner Benny Bowling, Brent Kinder, Jeff Boren, District Judge Corey
thought it would get there a lot.
Attorney Jason Hicks, and Sheriff Spencer Davis. Also, County Clerk Ron Johnson, Court Clerk Patty Barber, Assessor Madonna Phillips, and Treasurer Gina Mosier. They encourage all students to get involved in their schools and their communities, whether through athletics, academics, 4-H, FFA, fine arts, or other programs. A message from your Caddo County elected officials.
Thank you, Kim.
Your local solution for internet, telephone, and TV. Now available in Anadarko. Go to their website, lakecom.net. Sign up for their 50-cent internet package, starting at just $54.95. Need more speed? Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Hillary Communications, lakecom.net. A proud supporter of Anadarko High School basketball. Go Warriors!
This is Trey Pearson with Coach Angus Caddo. We as a family would like to invite you to our annual bull sale on Monday, March 7th at noon at our sale facility near Kiowa, Oklahoma. We'll be offering 85 registered Angus bulls, which include 32-year-old, 38-month-old, and 25 yearlings, as well as special lots of registered females. For more information or to request a sale, call me at 405-545-0985 or visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or our website, CoachAngusCaddo.com, where our family's goal is to add value to your life.
It's undeniable. Everybody has needs. Maybe you need to hit fuel, or you need a snack, or maybe you need a cold drink for the drive ahead. Apache Convenience Store can fill your sinks, fill your stomach, and quench your thirst. On the way to work, get kids, through a summer trip, or on the way home, Apache Convenience Store can get you in and get you on your way. Get what you need today at Apache Convenience Store at the intersection of Highway 62 and Highway 9Y.
Sugar Creek Casino presents the dynamic voices of 90s country together one night only, Saturday, January 29th. Richie McDonald of Lone Star, Larry Stewart of Restless Heart, and Tim Rushlow of Little Texas. The Frontmen of Country, live at the Sugar Creek Casino's Event Center, January 29th. Get your tickets by phone, Players Club, or online at sugarcreekcasino.com. New Country 98.5 is KACO, Apache, Lawton, Fort Sill, a product of Moment Media.
Good evening, folks. Welcome back to Anadarko. Almost set for the boys championship game of the 2022 Caddo County Basketball Championship this year, and it should be a dandy. We've got two top 10 Class B boys teams. Kim, Mountain View Godebo comes in here undefeated. Record of 15 wins, no losses. Number 1 seed in the tournament, ranked number 2 in the state. Fort Cobb comes in here ranked number 8 in the state in Class B. So something's got to give here.
You're right, we're going to find out, but just 15 games, there's a reason for that, because Mountain View Godebo played in the finals of the 8-man football championship, and unfortunately didn't win that. They're state runner-up, but that takes some cuts into your basketball season.
Yeah.
So, but they picked up, very well and had a great season so far, and like you said, undefeated. They've been pretty impressive this week, too, so I look forward to a good game for them. And, of course, Fort Cobb Broxton's a staple in the finals of the county tournament. So, kind of a tradition for them to be here every year. They lost a lot of players off last year's roster. There's a lot of good players, but they've come back and got a good squad again. So I look forward to the game.
Mountain View was tested pretty hard last night. They trailed by 10 at the half against Surreal last night, and Surreal looked pretty good playing them in the first half, and the Tigers didn't panic, didn't flinch. They come out, started chipping away at the lead there in the third period, and come away with a victory last night over a good Surreal Pirate team.
Yeah, well, they got some experienced players. I mean, the Belcher brothers have been there several years, and Skylar Kimberlin, you know, they've been around quite a while, so they know what's going on, and experience is really important in games like this.
It could be a preview of a state tournament game.
Possibly,
these guys are both these teams Class B, as I mentioned. They're in different areas, and so you know they won't meet before the state tournament. But if they both get there, at some point you might see a Fort Cobb Mountain View Gotebo matchup in a state tournament. You never can tell.
Yeah, that would be exciting.
Yeah, it would. So anyway, folks, hope you're enjoying. Glad you're tuned in here. This should be a dandy of a ball game. Another interesting side note, the coach of Mountain View Gotebo, Landon Scales, the brother of Lance Scales, who just coached for Lokiba Sickles and won the county championship for the Lady Panthers. So his brother, Landon, now, you reckon old Daryl's buttons are busting off his shirt today?
He probably was. I saw him sitting up in the stands a little bit earlier. So
Daryl, longtime coach for the Sickles Panthers. As the fans clapping to the strains of Oklahoma, then we're about set to introduce the starting lineups. The Mustangs will be the road visiting team today on the scoreboard, wearing their road blue uniforms. And we're about set to introduce the starting. Their starters will be a junior, number 2, Jackson Willits. A sophomore, number 3, Cray Rogers, who is the son of the girls basketball coach there at Fort Cobb. Junior, number 4, Simeon Collins. A junior, number 22, Blake Nunn. And a junior, number 33, Ian Taylor. 4 juniors and a sophomore for the Mustangs, coached by legendary coach Scott Hines. As I mentioned, they are Class B school, ranked number 8 with a record of 17 wins and 4 losses. With the Mountain View Gotebo Tigers, they start a sophomore, 00, Dalton Belcher, superintendent's son. The junior, number 1, Jagger Worley, good outside shooter for the Tigers. A senior, number 10, Ryland Belcher, Dalton's brother, is quarterback on the Tiger football team. A senior, number 30, Landon Hooper. And a big man for the Tigers, a senior, number 35, Skylar Kimberlin. Tigers are coached, as I said, by Landon Scales. They are number 1 seeded team in the tournament. They come in here with a 15-0 record and ranked number 2 in Class B. Tigers in their home white uniforms will be going right to left on your radio dial as the Mustangs have taken the floor. Kim, you all ready to go?
I'm ready, Don.
Okay.
Game 28 of 28 this week.
That's the one I've been looking forward to, Kim.
Yeah, it's always nice to end on a good game like this. We kind of build up all week to it, and it's exciting to get here and to see the teams and get a finale going like this.
Exactly. The Tigers take the floor. Skylar Kimberlin will be jumping center against Ian Taylor for the Mustangs. And we're about set to go. Ball is tapped, and it's in the backcourt, controlled by the Mustangs. Cray Rogers now first on the attack. Cray's an outstanding point guard. Just a sophomore, goes left side. Taylor, he'll try a three-pointer right off the bat. No good. And the ball goes in the sideline, picked up there by the Tigers. Ryland Belcher into the front court. Quickly over to Worley. Taylor on him. Man-to-man defense by the Mustangs. Ryland Belcher, top of the key to Hooper. Worley, he'll try a three-pointer. Good. Jagger Worley opens the scoring for the Tigers with a long three-pointer. Collins thought about answering. Passed it off to Nunn instead. Now Taylor will try another three-pointer. This one's off the front iron and no good. It'll sail out of bounds on the baseline. So the Mustangs start out 0 for 2 from the three-point mark.
Yeah, that won't stop them from shooting. That's a staple of their offense is a three-pointer.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
they'll put up several of them. But
if they're open, they've got the green
Yes.
light. Out front we go. That's Ryland Belcher, left wing, with Collins on him. Three-pointer by Worley is blocked by Taylor, deflected, and Willits takes it away, and here come the Mustangs now. Taylor is deceiving. He got good quick jumper, long arms. Rogers in the paint, little 6-foot runner is good for Cray Rogers. And it's a 3-2 ball game. Cray moved over from Cordell with his mom. Family as she coaching the girls. He's been an outstanding addition to the Mustang team this year. Just a sophomore.
Tell you what, it's great to have a good point guard.
Oh, yeah.
Every team needs one, somebody you can depend on to handle the ball in the clutch situations, especially, and he can really handle the ball.
Absolutely.
It's like Ryland Belcher with Mountain
Exactly.
View.
He penetrates in the paint. Over to Dalton Belcher. Left wing three, no good. Ryland gets the rebound. Top of the key, kicks it over to Hooper. Ball stripped away from him by Rogers. Racing it down the right side against Dalton Belcher. Crossover over to Nunn. Left wing three on the way. Good. Blake Nunn, his first basket of the day. And the Mustangs on top 5-3. Been quite a battle so far. I've been watching Kimberlin and Nunn going against one another. Kimberlin probably 5 or 6 inches taller than Nunn. They lob it. There's a three-pointer by, looked like a lob at Worley. Long three-pointer. That's 2 for Jagger. And the Tigers back on top. And Rogers with a quick answer. A little runner of his own. And the Mustangs back on top 7-6. Back and forth action. Rogers, 2 quick field goals, as well as Worley for the Tigers with 2 3-pointers. Belcher holding out front. Go ahead, Kim.
Yeah, not very often does Fort Cobb play anything but a man-to-man defense. That's kind of what they're known for, and of course that's what they're in right now.
They'll play a 1-3-1 sometimes, probably not with this big guy. There's a drive by Belcher, no good. Shot rimmed out. Mustangs with the rebound. Quickly into the front court. Rogers gets a screen from Taylor. Kimberlin comes out on him. Long three-pointer. Rogers, he's feeling it. That's 7 points for Rogers. And the Mustangs are on top 10-6. Belcher into the front court. It's the head tap play. This will be Ryland dribbling between the legs. Collins kind of backed off him a little bit. Lobs it into Kimberlin. Catches it on the low block. Trying to move against Nunn. Can't do anything. Goes out to Worley with Taylor on him, left wing. Straight away Belcher, three-pointer. Off the heel of the basket. Rogers there for the rebound. Rogers doing it all for the Mustangs so far. Quickly down to the right side of Taylor. Straight away Nunn. Goes by a Hooper, and they're calling for traveling. Kind of got a quick step there.
Yeah, that's a high school call because, I mean, you don't ever see that called in college or pros, but it's, you know, it's a walk and they still call it in high school.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Halfway through the first period. Fort Cobb Broxton on top 10-6. Ryland Belcher at point guard for the Tigers. Brings it into the front court. It's Hooper at the free throw line. Back to Belcher. 18-foot pull-up jumper. Halfway down, popped out. Willits there for the rebound. Off to Rogers. Goes against Belcher. That's Dalton. Left side Willits. Against Ryland Belcher. Over to Collins. Now Rogers has it right side. Straight away Nunn. Left side Taylor over Kimberlin. Little 15-footer. Ian Taylor makes his first shot. And it's a 12-6 lead for the Mustangs. 3:21 to play.
The only thing wrong with the game right now, Don, it still says Lokiba and Thrill on the scoreboards.
I know, it's confusing me. Lob pass to Kimberlin. Willits comes from the backside and then caught the pass, but he landed on the baseline. Good backside defense by the Mustangs. They normally do pretty well against post players because they usually front the post and then come from behind on those lobs. Hooper catches the inbounds pass out to Kimberlin. Around to Dalton Belcher, left wing, going against Rogers. Now Ryland will start the offense. Over to Hooper, fumble the pass. Gets it to Dalton, top of the key. Ryland now has it with Collins on him. Couple of dribbles. Sizing him up. Goes in the paint, and he's going to be fouled. Collins. Collins was doing a pretty good job on him and just needed to get the hand straight up there, Kim.
Yeah, that reach in kind of got him caught there. just naturally want to reach in and try to get that ball. It's so hard to put your hand straight up and play defense without letting them roll over a little bit.
It's very difficult. At the line will be Rylan Belcher. His first free throw is good. First point for Rylan is 12-7, and checking in will be Kimberlin. That's Aiden Kimberlin. Yeah, I couldn't think of his first name, replacing Landon Hooper. And Belcher will have one more.
And that was the first foul of the game.
That's good. Hope we don't have a whole lot of those, you know. Makes them both. And it's 12-8. Rogers trying to get around Kimberlin all the way to the baseline. Dalton Belcher grabs him on the arm, they say. And that'll be the second foul of the game. The Mustangs set to inbound along the baseline. Rogers into Taylor to Collins. And now Rogers handling it out front. Pace is slowed down here a little bit. Taylor comes out to set a screen. Rogers goes to his right. Kicks it to Taylor straight away. Three-pointer. Short this time. And Willits can't save it, and he goes out of bounds. A little short on the three-pointer that time by Taylor. And it's turned over to the Tigers with 2:05 to play, opening period. Right side, Aiden Kimberlin with it. Belcher trying to get Collins off the floor, and the ball hits the standard coming down out of the ceiling, and that's a turnover back to Fort Cobb.
Yeah, it slipped out of his hand when he was making a move on it, but it had quite a bit of force on it. Hit about 10 feet up above the rim.
You can tell he's a powerful young man.
Oh,
I mean, these guys have been lifting weights. I'm going to tell you, they're football players, I can tell you. Rogers behind the back dribble, going against Dalton Belcher. Over to Taylor. You know, that's a pretty difficult chore when you got Taylor trying to shoot over a guy that's about 6'6" out there on the wing. You know, it's got to bother you a little. And once again, Taylor was headed to the hoop, and the pass was right to him, and he fumbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, Jackson Willits had driven the baseline and kicked a good pass to Taylor. It just bounced off his hand. He couldn't handle it.
Yeah, the pace was really quick to start the game, and it's slowed to a snail's pace here in the last couple of minutes. Right side of Kimberlin. Holding. Bounce pass between the legs. Belcher is able to retrieve it. Right side to Dalton. Over to Aiden Kimberlin. They're trying to lob it in, but Nunn doing a good job on Kimberlin. He got it to him on a low block. He forces him to the baseline. Nunn gets the rebound after it hit the bottom of the backboard. Nunn quickly into the front court. Willits goes by his man, and he stumbles and falls. Well, there's going to be a foul, they say. I think the foul is going to be on number 5. As Willits went by, and he tripped over his feet, I think, and that'll be first personal on Kimberlin, second team foul on the Tigers, and Rogers will inbound with 46 seconds to play. In the first period, Willits has it. Guarded by Rylan Belcher. Out to Rogers. Willits, little ball fake, dribbles to the free throw line. Taylor in the paint. Shot off the glass and good. Ian Taylor, his second basket, and it's 14-8. You know, these guys, small schools is the way it is, Kim. Excellent ball players in other sports. Mustangs, good baseball teams year in, year out, go to the state finals, state tournament almost every year. Same way with Mountain View Godebo in football.
Yeah, they've had a couple of really good years the last couple of years. I think they're in the state finals this year, and last year they, I think, were ready to go and got some injuries and kept them out of that. So, been a pretty good run.
Yes, sir. After one period of play, Fort Cobb leads it 14-8. You're listening to Caddo County Basketball, 98.5 New Country.
State Senator Darcy Eck encourages students and student athletes to do their best in all their activities and urges parents to take an active role in their children's education. question. If there's an issue with the state capitol you'd like to discuss, contact Senator Yek by calling 405-521-5545. State Senator Darcy Yek says good luck to all the teams in the Caddo County Tournament. Looking for a top quality car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Joshua's Auto Sales. They believe in treating customers right, with fair prices and superior service. They'll help you find a vehicle you deserve and one that fits your budget. If you're a first-time car buyer, no problem. They work with several financial institutions to get you approved. You can even apply for credit on their secure website, joshuasautosales.com. Joshua's Auto Sales, 902 South Mission in Anadarko, where they buy, sell, and trade vehicles. Follow them on Facebook.
Kim, I'd like to say happy birthday to our friend Homer Cootie today. Turned 90 years old today.
Wow.
That's Jackson Willett's grandfather.
A lot of memories in there, isn't there?
Absolutely. Debbie Clue's dad, Homer, great guy. I'm glad he's home listening, watching on TV. Happy birthday, Homer.
Yep, happy birthday to you. 90 years, that's a lot of time.
I tell you, he's watched a lot of ball games in his life, I promise you.
I bet that's right.
Enjoyed all of them, too.
You know, we need to get somebody like that if they would start when they're 6 years old and keep track of how many ball games they've seen in their life.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty interesting to see some of those numbers.
Yeah. All right, it'll be the Tigers basketball to start the second period. Belcher lobs it into Kimberlin, who hadn't had too many touches today. Ryland going against Collins, trying to figure out what to do. They're trying to get the ball down low to Kimberlin, and Nunn's fronting him, and then Jackson comes over to on the backside, and Jackson's going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, he's first.
Pretty hard to defend a guy that's that tall, and when he gets down there that close to the basket, it puts you in a bind.
Well, it's different. You don't have anybody like that to practice against
Hey,
either, and they haven't faced anybody this tall. He's 6'6" or 6'7", and probably 6'4" is the tallest one they've seen, and it's just different.
Yep. He made the first, and he'll have one more. I suspect they'll probably try to make an effort to get him the ball. And there's a foul on Aiden Kimberlin. He went over the back trying to get the missed free throw. I think that'll be 2 on Kimberlin. And Hooper will check in replacing him for the Tigers. And Rogers will bring it into the front court for the Mustangs, leading at 14-9. Willett's right wing three on the way, right on target, just a little long. Jagger Worley there for the rebound. Worley spent some time on the bench. He made 2 quick trays to start the ball game. Belcher dribbles down low, out to Worley. Three-pointer straight away. That one rattled out. Collins there for the rebound. Rogers quickly into the front court. Behind the back dribble. Leaves it for Collins, or Taylor right side. Back to Rogers. Taylor step back behind the three-point arc, and he drains it. Ian Taylor with his first tray, and that's 7 points for Taylor tonight. The Mustangs now lead at 17-9. Out front, Worley. Lob pass to Kimberlin, who got great position. Easy basket for Skylar Kimberlin. Well, that's a good move there by the Tigers.
It was, but also to credit to Blake Nunn, that's the first easy basket he's had.
And he didn't needlessly foul him. There's Rogers, a little 6-foot runner. Left of the lane's no good. And Belcher quickly into the front court for the Tigers to Worley. Landon Hooper. Belcher, straightaway three on the way, good. Ryland Belcher. That's 5 for Ryland, and it's a three-point ball game now all of a sudden. Mustangs into the front court.
I wonder what it would be if you, well, we'll do it in a minute.
There's Taylor. Long three-pointer, no good. He's kind of getting some open looks because Kimberlin's guarding him, and Kimberlin doesn't like to come that far away from the basket. There's a lob pass to Kimberlin, and that's another easy basket. He got behind Nunn, and it's a one-point ball game, 17-16. As they work on that play, you can tell. Rogers along the baseline. Collins now has it, left wing to Taylor. Right side Nunn going against Hooper. That's a good matchup. Kicks it out to Rogers, quickly around to Collins. Got a granddaughter named Collins. She thinks I'm talking about her whenever she's watching it on TV. Jackson Willits picks up his dribble.
That is a little confusing to her.
5:21 to play in a half. Mustangs now holding the ball. 1 point lead. Rogers sizing up his opponent, gets it down to Willits. going against Belcher. Little left-handed scoop shot, no good. Hooper there with a rebound. Pretty good defense that time by Ryland. Wouldn't let Willits get free. Right side they go. They're trying to lob it into Kimberlin again. We're going to have a timeout taken by Coach Scales. We'll do the same. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Caddo County Basketball, New Country 98.5.
What I was going to say is that when how different it would be if you turned the scoreboard off and just left the clock on for a while. Just turn the scoreboard off and just leave the clock on and let teams play and not know what the score is, how they would.
Till it was over?
Well, I mean, till toward the end or something. You know, it's like golfers play one shot at a time. They don't look at the scoreboard. I find that amazing to me. You always want to know where you stand. But you would concentrate more on just running your offense.
Yep.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
We ought to try that sometime.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Tigers with the basketball out of the timeout. They've got a couple of substitutions in. Peyton Jackson for one. The other one is Seacrest. Giving Kimberlin and Belcher a little break here. Worley, 16-footer right above the free throw line. Good. And that puts the Tigers on the top, 17-16. I mean, sorry, 18-17, I'm sorry. Yeah, those names on the scoreboard are really confusing me. It says Lokiba and Surreal.
Yeah.
Tigers on top, 18-17. Nunn trying to go against Hooper. Gets by him. A little running, curling shot good by Blake Nunn.
Good drive on that. Take it inside like that.
Mustangs back on top, 19-18. Kimberlin over to Worley. Taylor got a hand on it, but Seacrest tracks it down. Out front now to Peyton Jackson. Right side along the baseline to Seacrest. They back off him. Now Worley has it. Left side Jackson. They're trying to lob it into Hooper. There's Worley. Quick three-pointer, and it's good. Jagger Worley. That's his third tray of the night. And it's a 2-point lead for the Tigers, 21-19. Worley's got 11. Rogers crossover dribble. Goes by his defender, leaves it for Nunn, but it didn't quite get to him. Now Willits has it along the baseline. Spin move. Shot over Hooper's no good. And here come the Tigers. Left side to go to Peyton Jackson. Three-pointer on the way. No good this time. Nunn with the rebound. Jackson had a good look at it. 3:12 to play in the half. Rogers quickly down the right side. Goes by his defender. Leaves it for Collins. Baseline three on the way. No good. Kimberlin comes out of there with it. Racing it up the floor. Over to Peyton Jackson. Layup is good. Peyton Jackson, the sophomore, comes in off the bench. Knocks it in for two, and it's a 4-point lead for the Tigers. Rogers left side to Taylor. Left wing three on the way. Good. Ian Taylor with his second tray. And it's 23-22. Tigers on top. 2:38 to play. Things heating up again.
Yeah, this is kind of the way the game started, just back and forth like that. Then they went through a little lull early in the second quarter. Now they're back at it.
Well, Tigers have got their big man on the bench. They're more of a free-flowing offense now without half-court game, and there's going to be a foul on Kimberlin, I think, trying to get the loose ball. That'll be his third personal. And a bunch of substitutes checking in. Brody Devon and Samuel Lancaster for the Mustangs, and Kimberlin, Belcher, Seacrest come in.
Go out, I'm sorry.
Go out, okay. We got the two Belchers and
Kimberlin
back in for the Tigers.
So they have Dalton Belcher, Peyton Jackson, Ryland Belcher, Landon Hooper, and Skylar Kimberlin on the floor.
Lance Anderson also checked in for the Mustangs. We got Anderson, Lancaster, Devon, Rogers, and Collins for the Mustangs. A lot of substitutions from both teams here early. Lancaster has it over to Anderson. The Rogers way out front. 2:05 to play in the half. Devon to Anderson going against Hooper. Collins. Mustangs burning a little clock here. Rogers floating around on the wing. Heavy traffic, gets it out to Collins. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Here comes Belcher, racing it up the floor, right down the middle of the floor. Left-handed layup's too hard, but Kimberlin there for the putback, and he's going to be fouled. It's always pretty good when you got a 6'6" guy trailing you on the fast break to get the rebound. And they charge that foul to who, Kim? I didn't see.
Lancaster,
his first personal, okay.
You know, they had Skylar Kimberlin leading the break ahead of the field there and couldn't get the ball to him, and luckily he got there in time to get the rebound and draw a foul.
Kimberlin 1 out of 2 from the line, make it 2 out of 3. Got 6 points, and a line change from the Mustangs as Nunn, Willits, and Taylor check back in after a little breather. And Kimberlin's second free throw is also good. And it's a 3-point lead for the Tigers. 1:33 to play in the half. Rogers has it, left side to Nunn. Top of the key, Willits. Hands it off. Oh, he tried to hand it off to Collins. Miscommunication. Peyton Jackson all the way down. Layup, no good. Knocked out of bounds by Willits. Good hustle by Willits to save a layup. Little miscommunication on a handoff that time, and Jackson took it the other way. Willits is going to check out, and Lancaster back in. They lob it into the big fella, and they clog it up pretty good, and then they can't handle it, and it goes out of bounds. So that's kind of
down around his feet, and Collins just couldn't get a handle on it down that low. It went by him. He just touched it enough, though.
And we're going to have a timeout taken by the Mustangs. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this short break.
This is Trey Pearson with Piercy Angus Cattle. We as a family would like to invite you to our annual bull sale on Monday, March 7th at noon at our sale facility near Eakley, Oklahoma. We'll be offering 85 registered Angus bulls, which include 32-year-old, 30, 18-month-olds, and 25-year-olds, as well as special lots of registered females. For more information or to request a sale book, you can call me at 405-545-0985 or visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or our website, PierceAngusCattle.com, where our family's goal is to add value to your operation.
Got a good ball game here, Kim, as we expected. 2 top 10 Class B schools going at it. Tigers on top by 3 at the moment.
You know, you look at these teams and you think early in the week that, of course, these have a good chance of being here. Hinton had a good run, Lokiba Sickles, Thrill, any of them could have been. But then when you get these two together, you think, well, what's going to happen? You know, I've heard of several people think, well, who do you think's going to do this or that? You know, and they're both kind of doing what they're supposed to do, and we've got a close ball game, and we'll just watch it play out.
Yeah, that's what. It's fun to watch them play when they're good, tight ball games. There's Hooper, gets loose. Shot over Lancaster is good. And Hooper makes his first basket of the night, and he'll go to the line for the 3-point play as Lancaster picked up his second personal. As good inbounds play that time by the Tigers. And Hooper makes the 3-point play, and it's a 6-point lead for the Tigers. Crossover dribble to Collins. Left wing to go to Nunn. 3-pointer over Hooper. Good. Blake Nunn with his second tray. And that's 8 points for Blake, and it's a 3-point ball game again with just under a minute to play. Brody Devon gets off the bench. He'll check in at the next stoppage if there is one. And looks like the Tigers are probably going to settle for the last one here if they can. There's 40 seconds to play. Belcher dribbling at the center line. Mustangs are content to let him do it.
You know, different from the last game where they hit bonus with like 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and here they are. There are only 4 fouls each team, and we're almost to halftime. So it's been a clean first half.
Well, normally good teams play that way. You know, they're not used to slapping, and they play good defense, move their feet. Don't pick up a lot of fouls like that generally. Good officiating. 12 seconds to play. Now Belcher ready to start the attack. Down to 9. Lobs it to Kimberlin underneath the basket. Going over Lancaster. And he muscled it right in. And that will be your halftime score as the Tigers. Mountain View Goatee Bowl 30. Fort Cobb Roxton Mustangs 25 on a good play there to end the half. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have our halftime report. You're listening to New Country 98.5.
go to their website, buildcom.com.
Yeah, we have changed that probably. I kind of like this one.
For what he's doing, yeah. Well,
your Caddo County elected officials say
or that one, yeah.
the Caddo County Tournament. Commissioners Benny Foley, Brent Kinder, and Jeff Boren, District Judge Corey Kirkland, District Attorney Jason Hicks, and Sheriff Spencer Davis. Also, County Clerk Rhonda Johnson, Court Clerk Patty Barber, Assessor Madonna Phillips, and Treasurer Gina Mosier. They encourage all students to get involved in their schools and their communities, whether through athletics, academics, 4-H and FFA, fine arts, or other programs. A message from your Caddo County elected officials. The Jungle Ice Fun Zone is a great place to hold a get-together for your school.
I just look at the class.
Just a getaway for your employees. And now the Fun Zone has cornhole tournaments every Monday night. Entry is $10 per person, and there's a blind draw. Pre-register on the Score Holyo app or on the link on the Jungle Ice Fun Zone social media accounts. The Jungle Ice Fun Zone, open every day, weather permitting, next to the Chickasha Sports Complex. And you can follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Call 405-222-2202.
This is Trey Pearson with Pearson Yankee South. We as a family would like to invite you to our annual bull sale on Monday, March 7th at noon at our sale facility near Equal, Oklahoma. We'll be offering 85 registered Angus bulls, which include 32-year-old, 30, 18-month-old, and 25-year-old, as well as special lots of registered females. For more information or the request to sell it, you can call me at 405-545-0985 or visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or our website, PearsonAngusCattle.com, where our family's goal is to add value to your operation.
Welcome back to Anadarko, folks. We are at halftime of the boys championship game. Mountain View Godebo Tigers leading 30-25. Going to have our halftime report sponsored by the Shamrock Bank of Mountain View and the Ouachita Valley Bank of Fort Cobb. We'll turn it over to Kim Kroll. Kim?
All right, Don, thank you. For Mountain View Godebo, Jagger Worley with 11 points, Peyton Jackson with 2, Rylan Belcher with 5, Landon Hooper with 3, and Skylar Kimberlin with 9. Mountain View shooting an even 50%, 10 out of 20. Two-pointers are 6 out of 10, three-pointers 4 out of 10, free throws 6 out of 7, and only 4 personal fouls. The downside of that is Aiden Kimberlin has 3 of those 4.
All right.
For Fort Cobb Broxton, Cray Rogers has 7 points. He got those like first
right
couple
off
minutes
the first
of the game.
First 2 or 3 possessions. Yeah.
Blake Nunn, good first half with 8 points, and Ian Taylor with 10. So Fort Cobb's just got 3 players in the scoring column, but they're exactly like Mountain View Godebo. They're 10 of 20 from the field for 50%. Two-pointers, they're 5 out of 8. Three-pointers, they're 5 out of 12, and they have not shot a free throw yet. And they also have 4 team fouls. Lancaster has 2. The only one with more than 1. So a pretty even first half. Both teams, it's not, I don't remember another one here that we've had the exact same amount of shots and makes, both 10 out of 20 from the field. So it's been pretty even like that. We've got a 30-25 score, Mountain View Godebo leading. It got off to a lot of excitement the first 3 or 4 minutes of quick pace, and it kind of slowed down for a little while. Then it had a little spurt in the middle of the second quarter where it got hot and heavy for a little bit. And then they're kind of feeling each other out, make some adjustments at halftime, and I don't think either team is really disappointed with how they played that first half.
Yeah, it's a good, clean game. Not a lot of turnovers, I didn't think, and back and forth. I thought it was pretty well played game, hotly contested, as you would imagine 2 top 10s ought to be.
Well, they're supposed to be the 2 best teams this week. It's the way it's played out. So not disappointed at all.
Been a good boys tournament this week. We've talked about how Carnegie played in a play-in game, for Pete's sakes.
It's been
that tells you the quality of the field in a Class A county tournament in the boys bracket this year. A lot of good, strong teams.
We might just look at again while we got time, the playoff picture for these 2 teams. Mountain View Godebo will host a district with Sweetwater, Gary, and O'Keene. Their sub-site regional will be at O'Keene, and then the regional main side is Fairview, and their area side is Woodward. So their path, if they go through, would be at Mountain View Godebo for district, then at O'Keene, then at Fairview for regional finals, and then at Woodward for the area.
Do you know who there is? Roth in there? I don't think Roth is in there.
No, I don't see them.
I wonder who the other side of their bracket would be. the top teams. Hard to tell.
I don't know what Timberlake's got.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know those teams.
Some of those
what
teams
their ranks
up there. I mean, I haven't kept up with that.
Yeah.
For Fort Cobb's Path, there'll be a district at Dover. Their first round of regional will be at Dover. The regional finals will be held at Coyle, which is up between Guthrie and Stillwater, and then their area site is at Stroud, which is halfway point between Oklahoma City and Tulsa on the Turnpike. So Fort Cobb will be at Dover for first round of regional, at Coyle for regional finals, and then at Stroud for the area. So little road trip for Fort Cobb, but it all ends the same place, you hope. You want to play at the arena.
Yep. Got
to get to the arena and play. That's just got maybe this year and next year before they get the new one built. So
that'll be a different thing, won't it, when they tear the old big house down?
Yeah.
Me and you, we know what that's like because we've been there for the since the 70s. We've been going to that place, and a lot of great nostalgia. I realize they probably need a better place to play, but
it's 50 years old.
I don't mind going there, for 3 days a year.
A lot of tradition there. Everybody, they call it the big house. Everybody wants to play basketball there. That would have been a great thrill.
Yeah.
I guess the other one will be a big house, too. It'll just be a little different. It won't be as big.
Won't probably be a littler house,
I think this seats about 10,000. The new one they're looking at will seat about 8,000.
Yeah.
So still be a good crowd and but just be a little different.
The interesting thing to me, if they're designing it, they're like, the great thing about the big house, in my opinion, is that the hometown teams have a place to sit right beside the court.
Yes.
And that's always kind of an interesting deal of the people coming in and out. And I don't think that would be just real easy to duplicate that somewhere else. I may be wrong, but that's kind of the charm of the place to me is. But what I think about the big house is just thinking back over the last 50-odd years and all the great players and the great teams that have played in that place, and it's going to be torn down. It's kind of sad.
A lot of memories, and even a lot of colleges. You used to hold that all-college tournament every Christmas there, and a lot of great teams went through there for years. That's where I saw Pete Maravich play a couple of games, and that certainly leaves lasting memories. But you look back at the history of Oklahoma basketball in high school for 50 years, and there's a lot of big names in there, a lot of big games.
Yeah, and a lot of great memories. When I was in high school, we never come close to making our way to the state tournament, but we sold cakes during the season so we could raise enough money where we could go up there and watch.
Yeah.
And to me, that was some of my greatest high school memories is driving up there on a school bus on a Friday morning, spending the night on Friday night in a hotel, and watching the state tournament on Friday and Saturday. And the other part of that was going to Crossroads Mall on Saturday morning before the game started.
They did not have one of those in Lone Wolf, did they?
And Crossroads Mall has kind of gone by the wayside. They don't nothing going on out there anymore.
Well,
but when I was back in the 70s, that was a big place to go now.
That's right, it was when they put those up. When they first built Shepherd Mall, the first indoor mall I'd seen like that, and I thought, my gosh, this is wonderful. All the stores in one place.
Oh, they had bumper cars in Crossroads, man. My buddies and I, we spent a lot of time down there in the arcade of Crossroads Mall. We thought, man, you can't get any better than this.
What a life, big city. Take the boys out of the country and let them have a big time, isn't it?
It seemed like when we rode home that Saturday night on that old yellow school bus, it seemed like it took forever to get home.
I bet it did, yeah.
But I think back in the day, my speed limit might have been 55, and I think we probably obeyed that. So
I know. A lot of good memories there.
Yeah, it was.
Hope these teams get back up there and we can go watch them and make some more memories.
Got a text message from somebody asking me where I went to high school. I'm going to tell you, I went to Lone Wolf High School. Jared Holman, who's been here all week, he and I grew up together, graduated from Lone Wolf High School. Proud of that. All right, we're about set to go.
Got a text here, why can't they change the teams on the scoreboard? Well,
it is kind of disconcerting to me too. I've had a text about that myself.
They're playing under assumed names tonight.
We know that Mountain View Gotebo Tigers is a home team in this game, and they are ahead 30-25, and it'll be Fort Cobb's ball to start the third period. Here we go. Gray Rogers now out front over to Collins. Looks like both teams have their starting lineups in the game. Willits takes a handoff from Rogers down the center of the lane. Baseline three by Taylor short, and Belcher gets the rebound. That's Dalton, hands it off to Ryland, quickly up to Jagger Worley. Left wing three over Taylor's no good. Kimberlin there with a rebound, put back. That's one of the few offensive rebounds he's got tonight, but unable to cash it in. Taylor streaking down the floor, lays it in for two. As Taylor beat him back down the floor, and a good find there from Nunn, I believe it was. 30-27 now the score. As the Mustangs draw first blood here in the second half. Jagger Worley with a great answer on the other end, and that's 4 trays for Jagger. And he's playing awfully well, and it's a 6-point lead for the Tigers.
Tell you what, Jagger's probably, 6'2", 6'3", maybe, and shoots that ball well from outside. It's easy to shoot over the smaller guards.
They're pretty hard to beat when Worley's shooting from like that from distance. There's Nunn on the other end. His answer's no, wouldn't go down, falls off the rim, and Dalton Belcher with the rebound for the Tigers. He brings it into the front court. Over to Hooper, free throw line, picks up his dribble to Dalton Belcher with Rogers on him. Now Ryland with it. Way out front, Collins backed off of him a little bit. Now they're going to refocus their offense. Mustangs in a man-to-man defense. They lob it into Kimberlin. None on him, over to Belcher. Goes against Collins. Little pull up 4-footer's good. He got the roll. And that's 7 for Ryland. And it's an 8-point lead.
Yeah, biggest lead for Mountain View Gotebo.
There's Willits. Free throw line jumper is good. Jackson Willits on the board for the Mustangs for the first time tonight. Much needed basket. And there's 6 minutes remaining here in the third period. Tigers leading by 6. Ryland Belcher dribbling top of the key. Left side they go to Dalton Belcher holding out to Kimberlin. They go down in the corner to Ryland, gets a screen. Willits switches off on him. Over to Worley. Drives around Taylor all the way to the rim, lays it in for 2. Good play by Jagger Worley. 8-point lead again for the Tigers. Good quick step by Worley. Got to get out and defend the three-pointer, and then he can go around you. Nunn now with it on the wing. Taylor, right side to Willits. Dribbles across the free throw line over to Taylor. Left wing three on the way, no good. And rebound Worley. Quickly up ahead. Goes by Taylor, scoop shot off the glass, no good. Kimberlin with a rebound, and then it's knocked away from him. And out of bounds by Rogers. And the Tigers are starting to kind of wear on these Mustangs. They're starting to stretch that lead out a little bit. It's up to 8, and they have the basketball on the baseline. They lob it into Kimberlin on the wing. And the ball is tapped out of bounds by Rogers, but it'll stay with the Tigers. And they'll set up another play. Going to set up kind of a wall lineup out there on the free throw line. Probably going to try to lob it into somebody, I would suppose. Belcher looking, find somebody out front. Gets it out to Dalton. Mustangs get a good job defending the play. Now Hooper trying to get it down to Kimberlin. Good job by Nunn fronting him.
Nunn's doing a good job on him. He's only had like maybe one easy basket down there. He's had to work for everything he's got. It's not a non-contact sport in the lane tonight, I promise.
Yeah, it's quite a battle. Ryland Belcher, he'll try the three-pointer. Looked like he didn't have any other option. I believe I'll just shoot it, and he drains it. And it's an 11-point lead for the Tigers, just like that.
Remind the people watching on the internet, the scoreboard says Lokebens Thrill, but the home team is Mountain View Gotebo on the left and Fort Cobb Roxton on the right.
That is the teams that played in the girls' contest, and they apparently have failed to change that. Willits now. Free throw line jumper's good. That's 2 of those for Jackson this half. And that's 4 for Jackson. And it's a 9-point ball game. Tigers on top. 3:54 to play, third period. Trying to get the ball to Worley. They lob it into Kimberlin, and he lays it in for 2. Well, they do a good job just kind of fiddling around out there until Kimberlin kind of gets in the position he wants to be, and then Belcher's really good about lobbing it into him at the right moment. Not much he can do when he catches it there. Nunn in the paint, goes around Kimberlin, layup, no good. Worley there with a rebound. I tell you, Wardy's played an outstanding ball game for the Tigers tonight. Belcher now. Pull up 15-footer, right wing, no good. And Kimberlin goes over the top. Good box out that time by Nunn and Taylor. And Kimberlin went over the back. And that will be the big man's first personal foul. And Rogers now into the front court.
They need a bucket here. They're down 11.
Willits holding over to Nunn. To Collins. Taylor all alone, gets a screen. Three-pointer won't go. Rogers in there with a putback and lays it in. Big basket by Cray Rogers. First points from him in quite a little while, and he'll go to the line for the three-point play.
Dalton Belcher picks up his second foul. Second team foul also.
And Rogers have one shot as Seacrest will check in, replacing Kimberlin, and Aiden Kimberlin will replace Ryland Belcher. Coach Scales does a good job of rotating his players in and out, giving them breathers every so often. And Rogers makes the free throw.
Gives him 10 for the game.
3 minutes to play, third period. Tigers on top by 8. Aiden Kimberlin to Worley. 15-foot jumper, right of the elbow, bound high off the back of the iron. Dunn there for a good rebound, hands it off to Collins. Up ahead, Rogers now quickly to Taylor along the baseline. Takes it in, lays it in for two. Ian Taylor with a big basket.
Yep, 14 for Ian.
And it's a 6-point ball game. Tigers on top, Worley has it. Over to Aiden Kimberlin. Dalton Belcher trying to drive around Taylor. Gets along the baseline. Taylor blocked his shot, but he got him with the body.
And Taylor's first foul, first team foul for the half.
And shooting two will be Dalton Belcher, who's yet to score tonight. Kind of unusual for the Tigers. And his first free throw is good. Back to a 7-point lead. And he'll have one more. Made them both. 8-point lead for the Tigers, 44-36, 2:15 to play. Collins holding out front. Leaves it for Willits. Drives to the baseline, pass along the baseline to Collins. Baseline three is good. Simeon Collins with his first basket today. And it's a 5-point game now. Kimberlin out front to Worley, right side Dalton Belcher.
You know, they've been able to give Ryland Belcher and Kimberlin pretty good rest here.
Yeah, that's a good point. Be ready to go in the fourth period. Aiden Kimberlin, left side to Dalton Belcher. Dribbles in the paint, shot over Taylor, and somebody fouled him. Must have been Taylor. Put a lot of pressure on you, Kim, when they penetrate in the paint like that. That's, they say, the first foul on Taylor. I thought he had one a moment ago.
He did, yeah, there they
There,
go.
second, okay. That's two on Taylor. And Belcher's free throw is good. That's 3 in a row for Dalton. And he'll have one more. And he makes it. 7-point lead now for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's been as high as 11. About
Over to
3
Nunn.
minutes ago.
Yep. Taylor, left side to Rogers. To Simeon Collins, dribbles to the top of the key, quickly a pass. Oh, nice pass from Taylor to Willits and a foul. Beautiful no-look pass from Ian Taylor. Boy, that was a thing of beauty as he whipped the pass to Willits, who snuck along the baseline. And Willits laid it in for two and picked up the foul on Hooper.
Yeah, Hooper's first.
And it's a 5-point ball game with a chance to cut it to 4 here for Willits, as he scored 6 points here in the second half. And we're going to have a stoppage. Going to reset the pass here to Willits. 1:08 to play in the third. Free throw good by Jackson. That's 7 for Jackson. And it's a 4-point ball game, 46-42. Dalton Belcher dribbles up to the top 3-point line. Misses the three-pointer. Collins there with the rebound. Outlet to Nunn, and Mustangs trying to chip away here a little bit. Rogers between the legs dribble, trying to get free from Dalton. Kicks it left side, Willits. Bunny hop move. Shot is blocked by Kimberlin from behind, but it goes to Taylor, back to Willits. And we're going to have a foul under the basket, I think, on Kimberlin.
No, it's
Double
Dalton
zero
Belcher, I
with
believe.
Belcher, yeah.
His third.
Not a shooting situation. The Mustangs will inbound. He lob it into Willits. Left shot no good. It hit the deck, no call. Here come the Tigers. Belcher trying to go by Collins. He does a good job holding him out. 30 seconds to play. Now Worley way out front over to Belcher. Holding. 19 seconds to play. Going to play for the last shot. Worked pretty good at the half. Let's see if they can do that again. Down to 10. And here we go. Dalton between the legs dribble. Over to Kimberlin, trying to get it into Hooper. Ball taken too high. Nunn gets the ball. 1 second. Half-court heave at the buzzer. No good. After 3 quarters of play, Mount View 46. Fort Cobb Broxton 42.
Whether you're getting your game going or you're rushing the kids to their next event, there's hot coffee and fresh breakfast waiting for you at the Apache Market at the Highway 62 and Highway 9 wide. A friendly face will greet you with a relaxing atmosphere, clean restroom facilities, snacks, cold pop, and beer. Pick up what you need to be on your way fast. Make the Apache Market part of your next great morning at the Highway 62 and Highway 9 wide.
Sugar Creek Casino presents the dynamic voices of 90s country together one night only.
Here he comes.
Saturday, January 29th. Richie McDonald of Lone Star, Larry Stewart of Restless Heart, and Tim Rushlow of Little Texas. The frontmen of country, live at the Sugar Creek Casino's Event Center, January 29th. Get your tickets by phone, Players Club, or online at sugarcreekcasino.com.
New Country 98.5 is KACO. Apache on Fort Sill, a product of Moment Media.
We're set to go here in the fourth period. It'll be the Tigers basketball leading 46-42. And the Tigers have the basketball. Belcher into the front court. Right side to Worley. Drop it down to Kimberlin. Shot off the glass, no. Hooper now with it. And Belcher now with it, right out front. Over to Jagger Worley. Lob pass to Kimberlin, and then Willits fouled him going over the top. And that's a foul on Jackson Willits, and that'll be the second foul on.
Mark off Dalton if Fort Cobb wins. And going to mark off Ian Taylor.
Inbound they go to Dalton Belcher, down low to Hooper against Willits. Pass intercepted by Rogers. Streaking down the floor, and he's going to be bumped and fouled by number 1, Jagger Worley, as he was headed up the floor. And it'll be the Mustangs basketball in along the baseline. Lobs into Willits. Shot off the glass and in. Good, tough bucket by Jackson Willits. And it's 46-44 all of a sudden. Out front they go to Belcher. Over to Hooper. To Ryland. Left side they go to Dalton. Hooper just above the free throw line. Nunn and Kimberly really battling for position. It's kind of fun to watch it. I wish I could watch it more. Drive by Dalton's no good. Putback's no good. Ian Taylor clears the board. Rogers now with a chance to tie or take the lead for the Mustangs. Willits gets it to Collins. Penetrates to the free throw line. Left-handed shots blocked by Worley. And here come the Tigers now, trying to build on a 2-point lead. Nunn and Kimberly all wrapped up with one another. Basket's good by Ryland Belcher. And it's back to a 4-point lead for the Tigers. Rogers now directing traffic out on the wing. It's a clear out. They do a good job on him. Hand it to Nunn. Outlet to Willits, top of the key. Right side to go to Nunn. Penetrates in the paint. Left side to go to Taylor. Left wing three on the way. Good. Ian Taylor draws within one. 48-47. Tigers by one. Left side to go to Belcher. Over to Hooper. 17-footer Belcher, no good. Hooper got the rebound. That's a big one. Over to Dalton. And now Ryland holding out front. Awfully good ball game here. 5:20 to play. Everybody trying to reset here. Quick pass over to Dalton Belcher. Left side, Taylor on him. Crossover dribble. Along the baseline. To Worley. Right wing three. Drained it. Jagger Worley. When he gets the ball, all the fans stand up with their arms raised. They can see it.
Yeah,
good chance it's going in.
19 for the game.
4-point lead for the Tigers. Left side to go to Willits. Top of the key, Rogers. Left side, Nunn. He'll try a three-pointer. No good this time. Landon Hooper with the rebound. And Ryland Belcher will slow it down and walk it into the front court. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Coach Scales. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
That's too hard.
Yeah.
Your Caddo County elected officials say good luck to all the teams in the Caddo County Tournament. Commissioners Benny Bowling, Brent Kinder, and Jeff Boren. District Judge Corey Kirkland, District Attorney Jason Hicks, and Sheriff Spencer Davis. Also County Clerk Rhonda Johnson, Court Clerk Patty Barger, Assessor Madonna Phillips, and Treasurer Gina Mosier. We encourage all students to get involved in their schools and their communities, whether through athletics, academics, 4-H and FFA, fine arts, or other programs. A message from your Caddo County elected officials.
I'll tell you what's impressive to me, Kim, is we have two top 10 teams, and they're playing like it. You know, it's sometimes you get in these games, it's one-sided, but not tonight.
Yeah, they are. They're playing it. You know, the game before with the girls, I would think neither one of those girls teams felt like they played up to their normal standards, and now the boys teams are having a great game. So
that's what we like. That's why we like coming here.
You
year
never
after
know.
year, because
it's like a box of chocolates.
Most of the time, we get a good game here in the championship game. It's rare when we don't.
We've had some classics, really.
4:33 to play in the contest. Tigers on top by 4 with the basketball. Both these teams used to yield winning. There's Worley. Wow. Worley is just great stroke for Worley. That's 7. 7-point lead for the Tigers. 23 points for Worley. Shot no good.
That ought to count a point and a half or something. It was halfway down in there.
halfway through the fourth period. Tigers could really work on the clock now. I think Coach Scales wanting them to slow down a little bit. There's Worley coming off a curl. Thought maybe might have been an offensive foul there trying to screen Worley, or screen Trey Rogers. Kind of caught him with a knee in the thigh, it looks like. 3:37 to play. They're really working on that clock. And the Mustangs kind of backed off of them right now. And the Tigers, they'll be content to just stand out there and hold it. I can't blame them for that. Good strategy. Now Coach Hines is signaling some kind of a signal. And Belcher standing out holding the ball. And Coach Hines is signaling a new defense, going to go to a trap. Kimberlin comes out to take it at the top of the key. I know they're well schooled on what each team can do. Got to be careful along that back line there. Somebody can slip in the back door and get an easy one. Taylor takes it away. Into the front court. Over to Nunn. Big steal there by Taylor. Over to Rogers now. In the corner to Willits. Over to Nunn. Left of the lane. Now Taylor has it. Dribbles to the top of the key. Collins in the paint. Over to Nunn. Baseline tray. No good. And Kimberlin there for the rebound. Needed to have a little out arch on that one. And now there's 2:30 to play. They burned off a minute the last time. Worley, he's feeling it. Long three, he went around. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trays for Jagger Worley, and it's a 10-point lead.
Yeah, that's their delay game right there.
Little 14-footer by Willits won't go below the free throw line, and Kimberlin with the rebound. Boy, that was a dagger from Jagger.
Jagger, that's pretty good. But yeah, the time before they hold it for a minute and run it off, and this time you think they're going to do the same, and he lets fire from the corner. And he gets a big three.
You're thinking, oh, great shot.
Yeah.
Worley long to baseline, and he's going to be fouled by Collins. And that's the thing about Worley is he's such a great outside shooter. And you come out there and crowd him, and he'll blow by you just like that.
You got to respect that three out there.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup for sure. 26 points for the young man. And now the Tigers to inbound with a 10-point lead way out front to Dalton Belcher. And he'll back it out to the center line. The Mustang's going to try to trap in a 1-3-1. And there's the intercepted pass by Willits. They know how to play that defense. Willits now into the front court. And they're not going to go quietly into the night, I heard somebody say in the movie. Trey Rogers, top of the key. Between the legs dribble. In the corner to Collins. Lobs it into Willits, and it goes through his hands and out of bounds. Or not out of bounds, but Belcher intercepts the pass. And that really hurt. 1:20 to play in the ball game.
Yeah, you're 10 points down, or I guess if you're Mountain View, you're 10 points ahead with a minute 10 left.
And there's going to be a foul on the Mustangs. They're going to have to probably foul now to get possession of the basketball, and that's only the fifth team foul, so they got to do that 2 more times. That's the 3rd foul on Collins with a minute and 10 to play. And it will be the Tigers inbounding along the sideline. Out front they go to Ryland Belcher. Cross court pass they go to Dalton Belcher. And we're down to 1 minute exactly left in this contest. Tigers, a lot of experienced players out there handling the ball.
They've got a good set of guards.
Point guard.
Well with the Belchers.
They don't make a lot of mistakes. There's Dalton, and he's going to be bumped and fouled by Taylor as he went by with 45 seconds to play.
The other adjustment they've made is Trey Rogers came out really hot, got 7 quick points, and then just 3 for the rest of the game. Yeah. The guards have really tightened up on him.
Yeah, they have. And now Worley will hold out front. Looks like the Mustangs may be content to just kind of let this one go on by here. They're not really going to foul, I don't think. And it looks like that's the way it's going to end, kind of a classy way to end it. Not a lot of foul shooting, and I kind of like that, Kim.
Well, you're 10 down with 30 seconds left, and you don't have the ball.
Yeah, that's right. And the Tigers congratulating each Mustang, shaking hands with one another. Yeah, that's right. good way to end the ball game. Clock's going to tick down, and the Mountain View Gotebo Tigers are going to be crowned the 2022 Caddo County champions, and well-deserved. And that will do it. Your final score, Fort Cobb Roxton, or the Mountain View Gotebo Tigers, 57, and the Fort Cobb Roxton Mustangs, 47, in a 10-point victory by the Mountain View Gotebo Tigers. And a well-played ball game, Kim, as they led by 5 at the half and by 4 going into the fourth period. The Mustangs got within 1, I think, there late in the game, and then the Tigers answered that with a couple of long shots from Jagger Worley and pulled out the 10-point victory. So congratulations, Coach Landon Scale. You know, what was kind of refreshing to me about this game is the two teams playing with no animosity towards one another. Good sportsmanship, no taunting, none of that. It's just good clean basketball, and
love to see that.
I enjoyed it. It's some of the games we've seen hadn't been quite that way, but today this game was, and that's a tribute to the coaches of both these teams and the communities they come from. I really appreciate that.
Before they
Kim.
present this, I would like to say thank you to Kent Jackson, athletic director at Anadarko, for all he's done. Also to James Biddy, the tournament chairman from Fort Cobb, done, getting all the referees hired and the schedules worked out and the brackets drawn and all that. This thing just doesn't happen. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes things that go on, and those two mainly are responsible for a lot of that. So thank you to them. Absolutely. Well said. As a runner-up trophy is being presented to the Mustangs, 2022 runners-up, and the 2022 Caddo County Championship awarded to the Mountain View Gotebo Tigers. Congratulations to the Tigers as they come in here undefeated, and they're going to go home undefeated as a 16-0 record now, Kim. Very impressive. It's great to go to a tournament undefeated and leave the same way. And they're going to now, I guess, announce the all tournament team selections. I didn't hear the first one, Kim. I didn't either. Apparently the young lady's not here. Don't see anyone coming forwards. And from Apache, Maddie Vale. All tournament team selection. Doesn't appear to be here either. And from Hinton, Sierra Weathers. And here she comes to accept her award. Congratulations to Sierra. And Tegan Graham from Binger. And she comes out to accept her award. And Ginger Bear from Fort Cobb Broxton.
From Carnegie, Kimmeray Hodges.
And from Carnegie, Kimmeray Hodges.
From Surreal, Hadley Gibson.
Hadley Gibson from Surreal. Not a lot of the girls have hung around here. Lexi McLemore from Surreal, also team member.
From Lokiba Sickles, Maddie Barker.
Maddie Barger from Lokiba Sickles.
From Lokiba Sickles, L.A. Willard.
Who was that one, Kim?
From Lokiba Sickles?
Yeah.
Missed the name.
Didn't catch it either.
And the 2022 Girls MVP, Abby Mashaney.
Abby Mashaney.
That's a three-timer.
All right.
For
Abby
her.
Mashaney.
Three-peat. Ellie Wood.
Okay.
Willard.
Yeah, okay,
sorry.
that was it. Okay. And that will be your girls all tournament team selections.
I'm sorry we missed the first one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
As Kent Jackson handing out the hardware. And now Tricia Pierce down there taking photos. As she does a lot of great work for.
I wonder how many photos
Tech
she's
Center.
taken this week.
I bet you in the thousands. I bet you taking a photo of the all-tournament team, girls team. And now for the boys all-tournament team selections. Kind of a long time to sit here for the teams that just competed, aren't they? And the first one didn't catch that one either. It's hard to hear with these headphones on. Christian Camardley from Apache, I heard that one. And he's here to accept his award. And from Hinton, Seth Spady, post player. Faith Thiel from the Hinton Comets. Elijah Valenzuela from the Carnegie Wildcats. Played well today. Yes. And from Surreal,
Cole Carlson?
Carlson, I believe it was, yes. Gray Rogers for the Mustangs. Played a great week. Had a good week this week. And Blake Nunn for the Mustangs. Played well all week.
I bet he's tired tonight.
I bet he is too. Jagger Worley, Mountain View Godibo gets a big hand from the hometown Tiger fans. Certainly played well tonight. Dalton Belcher for the Tigers. And Kyler Kimberlin, MVP of the boys bracket. Congratulations to that young man. And there's your all-tournament team selection. You're listening to the post-game report brought to you by the Ouachita Valley Bank of Fort Cobb and the Shamrock Bank of Mountain View. And we will have our post-game report brought to us by Kim Crowell. Go ahead,
All
Kim.
right, Don. For Mountain View Godibo, let's look at Dalton Belcher with 4 points tonight. 0 of 4 field goals, 0 of 2 twos, and 0 of 2 threes, but 4 out of 4 from the free throw line. Dalton had a great ball game last night. I think he had 16 last night. They got him into the finals. Jagger Worley, 25 points, 9 out of 13 from the field, 2 out of 3 two-pointers, 7 out of 10 three-pointers. Big game for Jagger. Peyton Jackson had 2 points on 1 out of 2 shooting, 1 out of 1 two-pointers, 0 for 1 three-pointers. Rylan Belcher with 12 points. He was 4 out of 10 from the field, 2 out of 7 two-pointers, 2 out of 3 three-pointers, and 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. Landon Hooper had 3 points, 1 out of 1 shooting. That's 1 out of 1 on twos, 1 out of 1 from the free throw line. And Skylar Kimberlin with 11 points, was 4 out of 6 shooting, all 2-point attempts, and 3 out of 4 field goals. Mountain View shot 51% for the game, 19 out of 37. Two-pointers 10 out of 20 for 50%, three-pointers 9 out of 17 for 53%, and 10 out of 11 free throws for 91%, and they had 9 team fouls. For Fort Cobb Broxton, Jackson Willits with 9 points on 4 out of 10 shooting, 4 out of 9 two-pointers, 0 for 1 three-pointers, 1 out of 1 free throws. Cray Rogers 10 points, 4 out of 5 field goals, 3 out of 4 on twos, 1 out of 1 three-pointers, 1 out of 1 free throws. Simeon Collins with 3 points on 1 out of 4 shooting, 0 for 1 on twos, 1 for 3 on threes. Blake Nunn with 8 points, 3 out of 7 total field goals, 1 out of 2 on twos, 2 for 5 on three-pointers. Ian Taylor had 17 points, 7 out of 15 shooting. He was 4 out of 4 on twos, 3 out of 11 on three-pointers. Fort Cobb shot 46% for the game, 19 out of 41. Both teams had 19 field goals. Two-pointers, they were 12 out of 20 for 60%. Three-pointers, 7 out of 21. That's 33%. Free throws, they were 2 out of 2. And they had 9 personal fouls. So good ball game, a great game to end the tournament on. Don, I enjoyed it. I didn't make it all week. I hate to miss part of it, but it's always a pleasure working with you, and I look forward to doing some more of it. So thank everybody that's responsible for this. We had a great week. Hope you people at home have enjoyed it, and we thank our sponsors. And we'll let Don, I'll let you finish it
All
off.
right. Well, thank you, Kim. I appreciate all your hard work. I know it's been a rough week on you with all the sickness in your household, and I know it's a sacrifice probably to come down here yesterday and today, but couldn't hardly do it without you. We appreciate you being able to be here this week, and we'd like to thank Jared Holman.
Yes, sir.
Also. He chipped in on a short notice. Talked to him last Sunday, and he agreed to come over and just do whatever we had asked him to do, and he did a great job. And
yes, he did.
I think he's got a future in this business, and appreciate Jared and all his analysis and play-by-play work this week. So if you're listening at home, Jared, we appreciate you very much. I'd like to thank all the folks from the Technology Center and all their hospitality this week. Tricia Pierce and all their crew, Scott Wright, J.R. Oswald, for all the things that they've done while we're here. Jeremy Wright. Also like to thank the girls down in Penny down in the hospitality, bringing us pretzels and things to drink all week, and appreciate those folks. But it's always a fun week. It seems like it's the days are long, but the week flies by, and we're certainly glad that we could be here. Hope everyone enjoyed the broadcast. And once again, the champions of the Caddo County Tournament this year on the girls bracket, we have Lokiba Sickles Lady Panthers, and on the boys side, the Mountain View Cody Bow Tigers. So congratulations to those folks. Enjoyed the week, folks. For Pierre out back at the station, for Kim Kroll, I'm saying, for Don Tyson, I'm saying good night, everybody.
All right.
Thank you, Pierre.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We'll see you next year, hopefully.
All right.
All right. Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Hillary Communications, Hillcom.net, a proud supporter of Anadarko High School basketball. Go Warriors! Sports, academics, and extracurricular activities are a big part of our children's growth. State Senator Darcy Eck encourages students and student athletes to do their best in all their activities.
The first one was that girl from Cement. I think they